are not.
Excuse me, please, not speaking for
Are you aware that every expenditure you make from 31st May till date are not.
Excuse me, please, not speaking for
as the president.
Just like the Labour Party, the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, is seen as a third major force in the country that can challenge the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for key positions in politics. Since the defection of Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso from the PDP to the NNPP, the party has received a major boost in popularity around the country. However, there's been a little romance going on between the NNPP and the Labour Party since the two presidential candidates were spotted together months back, sparking rumors about a possible merger between both parties. The one key question that has been on people's lips is who will step down for the other if the two parties were to merge. Speaking on Saturday with journalists after inaugurating the state office of the NNPP in Gombe State, the presidential candidate of the NNPP, Rabiu Kwankwaso, said that the Southeast will miss a golden opportunity. The Labour Party candidate is not his running mate in 2023. Kwankwaso also stated that the people of Southeast are good in business, but at the bottom line in politics. Joining us on this show this morning to discuss the position of the NNPP's presidential candidate and Peter Obi's chances in 2023 is Alhaji Buba Galadima. Alhaji Galadima, welcome to the morning show.
Thank you, Dr. Ruben Abati, for having me this morning.
Well, thank you for joining us. Quickly, this talk about good
evening. You see, you are welcome. Some of our brothers, they are just, hold on. Some of our brothers, they carry their phone. Wait, let me just do this, okay?
By the time he finishes 8 years, Kwankwaso would have been 74, 75. So the young man again will say he's too old to run for president. But if you allow Senator Kwankwaso to become the president and Chief Peter Obi becomes his vice president, it means at the time Senator Kwankwaso will be finishing, even if it is 8 years, Chief Peter Obi would have been 67, 68, therefore strong enough to run for the president of Nigeria. Additionally, I want people to know that the development strides that Kwankwaso had done in Kano is unprecedented, and the kind of economy that Peter Obi had managed as governor of Anambra is unprecedented. Therefore, the vice president's province is managing the economy of our country. Therefore, if you make Peter Obi manage the economy as vice president and Kwankwaso manages the development of the country and bring this country together and unify it, it will be a seamless transition from Kwankwaso to Peter Obi. I believe that Nigerians should not use sentiments and that patience is of essence in this matter. Tinubu has, for example, Bola Tinubu was patient enough, bought his time, and at this age, he picked the ticket of the ruling party. I think people from the Southeast should manage this because it is easier and simpler for somebody from the Southeast extraction to become president easily by being supported by a sitting national government, which we intend to do. And all the parameters of this sentiment that people are using does not hold water because we have seen the Southeast voted during the PDP primaries. Of all the Southeast candidates in that election, in that primaries, how many did the man who had the highest votes, how many did he get? There were also candidates of the Southeast extraction during the APC primaries. How many votes did they get?
You see, this is what I have been saying. People are to say, "Oh, enter house, shut up." This is what I have been saying. You see, Alhaji Buba Galadima have just said it. This is what I have been saying. I said, let our Eastern brother start from somewhere. You cannot start from up. When you are going up, you must climb ladder to up. Which ladder Peter Obi have to climb up? I want to use the opportunity to talk to our Southeastern brothers. I am fighting for you. You people supposed to be proud of me, praying for me every day. So, oh, this boy is fighting for us. And instead of people to be writing, brother, God bless you. Almighty God bless you. You are doing a very great job for us. You are fighting for us. And some of you are calling me Sambo. Sabo, I've collected money from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I have never collected money from anybody. I'm just telling the truth. I'm in Nigeria. People are calling me from different places, threatening. All those threats doesn't happen here in Germany. Germany is a very secure country. If you kill somebody, they will use more than 200 years to investigate how that person dead and what leads to the death of that person. Here is not a place you can just kill like that. So when you threaten, Nnamdi Kanu was living in London. Why did they kill him? If it was easy to kill someone. You see, I have said this before. Let us settle for what we have. This is what I have been saying. We want to listen to our brother Alhaji Buba Galadima from I think, please, can you write me the state? Is it Yobe State or I think it's Alhaji Buba? Is it Jigawa or Yobe? Please write me the state he come from.
You are aware that every expenditure
If you now make Peter Obi as the president at 60, by the time he finishes 8 years, Kwankwaso would have been 74, 75. So the young man again will say he's too old to run for president. But if you allow Senator Kwankwaso to become the president and Chief Peter Obi becomes his vice president, it means at the time Senator Kwankwaso will be finishing, even if it is 8 years, Chief Peter Obi would have been 67, 68, therefore strong enough to run for the president of Nigeria. Additionally, I want people to know that the development strides that Kwankwaso had done in Kano is unprecedented, and the kind of economy that Peter Obi had managed as governor of Anambra is unprecedented. Therefore, the vice president's province is managing the economy of our country. Therefore, if you make Peter Obi manage the economy as vice president, and Kwankwaso manages the development of the country and bring this country together and unify it, it will be a seamless transition from Kwankwaso to Peter Obi. I believe that Nigerians should not use sentiments and that patience is of essence in this matter. Tinubu has, for example, Bola Tinubu was patient enough, both his time and at this age, he picked the ticket of the ruling party. I think people from the Southeast should manage this because it is easier and simpler for somebody from the Southeast extraction to become president easily by being supported by a sitting national government, which we intend to do. And all the parameters of this sentiment that people are using does not hold water because we have seen the Southeast voted during the PDP primaries. Of all the Southeast candidates in that election, in that primaries, how many did the man who had the highest votes, how many did he get? There were also candidates of the Southeast extraction during the APC primaries. How many votes did they get?
You see? This is what I was saying. But it's never too late. I think the deadline for PDP primaries is on is July 15, Abi. This is what look this I expect our Igbo brothers who are here to be sharing my video because I am working for you. Because you think what I am doing is bad. You cannot start from up. You must start from somewhere. If you want to go up, you must climb ladder. You cannot just jump, say you are a magician, you are a Jesus Christ, you are a Peter Obi or what you are. Just jump up, say president for up. Which country have that type of thing ever happened? Eh? Even Joe Biden have been trying many years for vice president, many things. So those people are just deceiving themselves. I will say, yes, Igbo, one name, Biko, Igbo people, if I don't fight for you, who will I fight for? I want all our Igbo people to remember me for the good job I am doing for you people. You see what you people could have used this opportunity to take this advantage now. Look at what is going on now. Look at a whole Boba Galadima from the north, well recognized, and he's not even interested about position. And you see the way Peter Obi is building support in the southeast. And Kwankwaso is building support in around Kano. So that they can mesh together. Maybe they can make, if they didn't succeed this time around, maybe they try, maybe like Buhari try 4 times, Buhari succeed. Keep on trying. If Atiku win this time, then the other one you still try. You don't just jump like that. You see, that's how Buhari did it. And he became president. So see, those our brothers from the southeast who are threatening me, I want to use opportunity to tell you, I am not your enemy. I am fighting for you. I don't want you to be marginalized. Because it will be like you are the one marginalized. Some of you are the one causing this problem of marginalization. Because look, if it take for you people to be paying me for this good job I am doing for you people, heaven knows my heart. Am I collecting money from you? Just imagine coming here to be telling people, this, okay, look at what is going on today. Now just look. You just say you want to be president, you have already won. And the people from the leaders of the north are saying, look, this is what you are just saying you know it all. And nobody knows you in the north. Can you become president with the southeast? That is a question. That is a question we are asking now. Without no support from the other side, from the majority. Look.
Due consultation with critical stakeholders, especially in the Northwest. Erufai.
You see the Hausa Fulani from the APC. They give Hausa Fulani Masari to Tinubu, but they now look now that one don't have results. It don't have it's not satisfied. And they know that one is going nowhere. That one came out and said it doesn't have results. You look, these people, they are very intelligent. These people know politics. Look at what they do now. They now go and meet El-Rufai and say they are now using El-Rufai to replace him. And they are going to, you see, these are the leaders from the north. Instead of our oh my dear Ohaneze, instead of our Ohaneze Indigo to just come out together now say, Obi, we don't want this distraction. We want to be vice presidents. They will just hold meeting from the Ohaneze Indigo. They will go and meet Alhaji Atiku Abubakar say, Atiku, since Obi have went astray, let us take Soludo, or let us take Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi can decamp between 48 hours. We take him to that place. This is my opinion. But some people are calling me, threatening me. There is no need of threatening me. We are in our view. So I am not condemning Obi. I'm not insulting him. Well, politics is a game of numbers. So we are analyzing, we are not insulting anybody. So those one who are just taking politics, somebody coming from America, do you like the way Nigeria is? You live in, that is not what we are saying. We are talking about how are we going to succeed in this coming election? And you are behaving like somebody who don't even go to primary school. Taking politics as I don't know. No, see, this is what look at what Tinubu have already nominated his have already nominated, or he chose his VP, which is Ibrahim Asari. But the Hamza Fulani said no, they are not satisfied with Ibrahim Asari. Look at what they did. Look. Look.
Is the best after due consultation with critical stakeholders, especially in the Northwest. El-Rufai is the best choice for the Vice President, for Bola Tinubu. Tinubu Support Organization is working tirelessly for the election of Asuwaju Bola Tinubu as the next president of Nigeria. Tinubu Support Organization, TSO, believes that choosing running mate is a critical success factor for the victory for Asuwaju Bola Tinubu. We're glad that APC has many outstanding individuals among the leaders, but having access to all options, it is the view that TSO that APC candidate for vice president should be chosen from the Northwest, the single largest voting bloc in Nigeria. It is our view that a person that can be best complement Asuwaju as a vice president is Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. We are recommending that he should be chosen as a running mate. El-Rufai is a very experienced person. He has held office at the federal level and the state level. And he has done well in every office. He has always stood for progress, policies. He is not afraid for difficult decisions. He is the man that runs a state government with appointees all over Nigeria. His capacity is not in doubt. His personal ability, outstanding. He is firm, he is courageous, he is a principal. We know that he resisted every pressure to be dragged into the presidential race. We appreciate him and his colleagues, the APC governors from the north, for sticking to the view that gentlemen should be respect the agreement. El-Rufai is a leader whose talented and energy should be brought back to the federal level. We appeal to all leaders in the APC to support Asuwaju Bola Tinubu, to choose El-Rufai as a running mate.
You see what he have just said now? Eh? You see what he have just said now? You see, these people know how to play politics. They look at that very guy, Ibrahim Asari. That guy, nobody know him before. They know, we know El-Rufai have money, a former minister, a governor, and you see a lot of money is there. So that and he is a governor, you have influence with those governors in the north. He have friends, not only in the north, in south, because he was the former minister of FCT. He knows most of those big men. He have an influence. We are talking about politics. Will our party win today? Your party have to wait for another 8 years. So I just want to use the opportunity to appeal to those some of our brothers who are threatening me. Please don't do that. I live in Germany. Here is to have one of the best security in the world. It's very difficult to kill somebody here. It's not easy. And if you try it, you cannot go anywhere. If it was easy, or the Oba Abini could have eliminated me. The Oba Abini brought money to kill me. And they arranged everything in Austria, how I was to be killed. And the arrangement was, they said they are going to use a junkie, somebody who, in Germany, you have people who smoke, who are addicted to drugs. That some of them will just drive based on his addicted to drug. He will hit me. He will use the car to hit me and my child. But the police we were able to pass the information to the police. So when they had the police, when they overheard that the police is aware of this, their plans, they now resorted to swing me to court. They took me to court. The Oba of Benin, that is the Oba of Benin, took me to court here in Germany in 2020. I won him and I defeated him. My costs, that is the money I spent, was paid back to me. The costs was returned to me. Then in 2021, he took me to court again. And I took a lawyer. He compromised my lawyer. The court told the Oba of Benin to bring 13,000 euro. I mean, the Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin brought 30,000 euro. My lawyer was compromised. I'm just telling you, it is not, people like me are not very easy to kill because I am not a bad man. You understand? So the Oba of Benin tried a lot of things to kill me. Even through food, he was looking for somebody who will send food for me from Africa so that I can poison me. All these things never work. So please don't even think about killing me. As I stay here today, I still have a court case with the Oba of Benin. My lawyer, the lawyer, my immediate lawyer left me about 2 months ago because he called me after he was being compromised by the Oba of Benin. He said I should just refrain from talking as a human rights activist. I shouldn't speak. And they wanted to settle me with money. I said, no, you can't settle me with money because in Edo State where I come from, people are shouting Fulani, Fulani. To God Almighty who made me, the problem we are having in Edo State is not Fulani. The problem we are having in Edo State is the Oba of Benin. Because when people are shouting of Fulani, let God come to our hearts. I know there are Fulanis who are constituting havoc in Nigeria. But the problem we are having in Edo State is not Fulani. Because I am from Edo State. We have 18 local governments. I am from the southern part of the state, which have 7 local governments. In these 7 local governments, it comprises of Yoruba speaking parts, which they have their king. The king is called Oluwawore of Usen. As I speak, that king lives in one of the local governments. According to the traditional edicts of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that traditional ruler supposed to be receiving money from that local government. The Oba of Benin, being as he was a former permanent secretary to Gowon, he used his influence to deny the Yoruba traditional ruler from receiving money from that local government. The other local government, which we have the Ijaw-speaking people, the Ijaw people have almost about 7 clans, which they have 7 traditional rulers. They have Egbema, they have Nikoroga, they have Ikoro, they have Agbara clan. They have 7 clans. Those 7 traditional rulers, they don't receive money The money that is being given to their local government monthly is 5% of 300 million, is 15 million. The Oba of Benin is collecting 15 million naira from each local government in the 7 local government that made up Edo South. In one local government, we have the Ijaw speaking people, which have almost about 40% of the landscape. The Oba of Benin have denied these people basic and fundamental human rights for many years. We are complaining about Fulani. This is what is happening in my state, which people don't know. Okay, are Ijaw people, are they not human beings? As I speak to you, when I was young, there is no Ijaw community in Edo State which have secondary school or primary school. The Oba of Benin did it to the extent that the local primary education board, they don't build schools in Ijaw community. There is no road, there is no tied road that lead to any Ijaw community, talk less of even building a bridge. The Ijaw people have been marginalized by this Oba of Benin. As I speak to you today, any Ijaw man who managed to go to school, he will go and look for work in Bayelsa State. And these Ijaw people in Edo State, they are the aboriginal, indigenous people of the land. They have been denied their fundamental human right and their right to life. Is it the Fulani people that are denied them? This is where I grew up. I'm just talking about the Ijaw people. When you are seeing the Ijaw, the Ijaw of Edo State, just imagine, these people have populations. This is their ancestral home. The Oba Benin deny them. Who is it the Fulani people that are denied them? That is one of it. Okay, look at the other Yoruba speaking parts. The people who came alongside with the Oba. You know, the Oba of Benin is a Yoruba man. History said he was the descendant of Odua, a man who during the Arab, after the demise of Holy Prophet Muhammad, the Islamic people were spreading. That's the Oba of Benin ancestors are the Nubians, which are the black pharaohs of Egypt. Nubians, the present-day Sudan, they were chased. They refused to accept Islam. They were chased away from Nubian. That is how they find them way in Odua. They are from the east. So look at those Yoruba people who migrated from Ife, of which the history is there. The king, the paramount ruler of this Yoruba speaking people. This Yoruba speaking people is comprising of Egbeta, Utese, Use. These are Yoruba part. These people supposed to have the king. They have a king. The Oba of Benin is, as I speak to you today, in the name of God, the Oba of Benin is saying that that king must come to his palace and take oaths, dangerous oaths, before he will start paying him 50,000 naira every month. A first-class traditional ruler. The Oba of Benin have used the influence because he was very close. They were very close to the federal might. They have sidelined this. And if you are from those tribes in Edo South, none of these tribes have ever been a commissioner or a House of Assembly member or any political position in Edo State. They have been denied. Is it the Fulani people that are denied them? That is what we are saying. Is it the Fulani people that are killing them? Okay, look, I'm just telling you little more about the Oba of Benin. These things have been happening for more than years. Look, these two ethnic groups, the Jaws and the Yorubas, that make up of, they live in Ovia local governments. They have been denied their fundamental. In short, they are not human beings. They are not counted as human beings. Even slave is even better than them. Your ancestors come from that place. You cannot work in government house. You cannot work in the ministry in Edo State. You cannot become you cannot be voted for, and just imagine. Just look at what the Oba of Benin is doing to the people of Edo State. When I am criticizing his evil atrocity, people tell me, "Oh, you are insulting your elder." I am not insulting the elders. I am just only picking out a person who is an evil. Tupac said, take the evil out of the people they will be acting fine. You have to take this evil man out from there. So you say charity begins at home. When I am talking about truth, I have to start from my home. I can't just jump and talking about Obi of furniture when the one that live in my house is an evil man. You understand? So why am I saying all these things? In Edo State, we have the Ishekiri. There's one tribe called Itsekiri. They have they live in around 3 local governments in Warri. They live in Warri North local governments, which are majority there. Koko, they have another local government called Warri South West, Warri South local government, and Warri Southwest. They have lived in 3 local governments in Delta State. Okay, what am I trying to say now? When they were creating, during the time of creation of Bende States, they were creating Bende States. You see, there was a river that separated Edo State from Delta States. Based on say we were living together as one before. About 8 Ishekiri villages. The river separated this Ishekiri village from the river that separated Edo from Delta. So based on the Olu of Ishekiri then was also a relative to the Oba of Benin. They say, oh, they were one people from Ife. The Oba of Benin from Ile Ife, the ancestral home of the Oba, and the Ishekiri people are from also Ife. Do you know what is happening to the Ishekiri of Edo State today? They have a king, they have a traditional ruler, which is called Chief Johnson Ashelehe. The other time, these 8 village the Ishekiri people have in Edo State, they have oil wells, too much oil well. The Oba of Benin, he went to go and put his own brother there as a king. How can he put a king in a land that have king? He's using the influence of the government to can you try this thing in Igbo land? This because the Benin people, some of them are very stupid. You understand? They are slaves. Slave is even better than not all of us are stupid. This is what happened in that land. This in Ishekiri land now. Okay, I am a human rights activist. I am a truthful person. I cannot say because I am a Benin man, I will be supporting an evil Oba of Benin. I swear to God who made me, if I lie, let the God of my forefather destroy me. I will continue to stand by the light. Truth is the best. Look, all those things in the media cannot show it. If you go to NTA, if they hear the Oba Benin, they will not show it. I thank God for creating social media so people can know their. So look, what I'm talking about, the Shekiri ethnic speaking people, they have their own king. The Oba Benin went to go and plant his own family brother there, which the Oba Benin brother is not from that community. It's not an Ishekiri man. Ishekiri speak Yoruba dialect. There's Yoruba people. Do you know what is happening in that community now? The oil well that in almost about 8 villages, because the traditional king in that community is the Iyase of Warri as an Ishekiri. He is the next second in command to the Olu of Warri. They were looking for how to frame it. The Oba Benin, see, Edo State is full of satanic. It will be better for a Fulani man to be emir in Edo State than the Oba of Benin. I am ready to support a Fulani man being an emir in Benin than the Oba of Benin. I swear with my blood, because that Oba of Benin is very dangerous. We have read an history where the Fulani people take over the north. They were not killing the Hausa people, selling the Hausa people for slavery. Why am I saying this? I have never read the history of the Fulani where they were selling the Hausa for slave business. But look at the Oba of Benin who came to our land. He was selling us into slavery, using us for human sacrifice. And I swear to God Almighty, take my life if I lie. Have you ever read any history in the north when the Fulani people, Smandafodio, came to north? He was using the indigenous Hausa people for human sacrifice, was selling them for slavery to the white men. If it happened like that, then I would respect the Oba of Benin. It have never happened. The Hausa and the Fulani, they work together before this, what do you call this, Fulani, they exported from other countries, before they bring all these things. Right from then, the Hausa and Fulani, they were working together. This is what the Oba of Benin is an evil man. It's an evil. When I said it will be better for a Fulani to be our emir than Oba of Benin to be there, I swear to God who made me, that is truth. I am entitled to my opinion. The Oba of Benin have committed genocide in our land, both his ancestors. Look what is happening to the Shekiripo, the Yoruba dialects. I was looking for the telephone number of Oni of Ife, but yet I have not gotten the phone number. I was trying to even call the Oni of Ife and report the Oba of Benin to him. It's his brother. They are from Ile Ife. The Shekiripo, that man who is called Chief Johnson, the Oba of Benin sent some talks, some talks. You know, the Oba of Benin is a very dangerous mafia. He sends some talks to where, you know, just like me, maybe that Ishekri chief was having the Oba of Benin was sponsoring an Ishekri man to be making problem with that Ishekri king. When they find out that that man was I forget the name of that man, the Shekri man who was doing oil bunker, then the Oba of Benin sent his talks to kidnap that Ishekri man who's an opposition to the king, the Ishekri king. The whereabouts of that man have not been seen today. They kidnapped that man, they buried him alive. The Oba of Benin, they are best known for that. When you oppose them, nobody will find you again. They will, in short, you will become a missing person. These things have been existing. I have many records of many events that the Oba of Benin, they are very fond of doing this thing. If I were living in Nigeria now, they will not see me again. My whereabouts will be, in short, will be unknown. They have offered me millions of naira to stop exposing the Oba of Benin. I said no. I will continue to keep up exposing him. They have offered me plot of land. I said no. I'm a poor man, but I believe in saying truth. I am not insulting everybody, but I'm bringing out the points. Look what he did to this Ishekri. This is what is ongoing now as I speak to you in Edo State. Ishekri community is full of oil, gas. Even as I speak to you now, the LNG, National Liquefied Natural, Nigeria National Liquefied Natural Gas. I don't know how to say it very well. NLG. The largest gas reserve in Nigeria. A reserve now there that around those area. Now, do you know what they did of recent? After they kidnapped that guy, they buried that guy alive. They go bring police come. OC Ati kidnapping for state CID, Balogun. There is a man called Balogun. OC, he's still there. He's still there till tomorrow. That guy. If you see the hotel, if you see the hotel that guy built for Benin, if you see the house where that guy built, that the Oba of Benin have been using that man. His father was also using him. That guy will come and arrest you. It's OC Ati kidnapping, Balogun in state CID. They arrested this chief. Then those Ishekiri people who were fighting for operation say, no, you cannot be oppressing us. They arrested all of them. They took all of them to state headquarters in Benin. They used plier. You know plier, what they used to remove a nail. They used to remove some people's teeth for them to confess what they know nothing about. They hang all those Ishekiri people. How can the Oba of Benin be using Nigeria police against they are not the same language speaking? That's Ishekiri people. He gave a lot of money and land to the police. The commissioner of police at then was Kokomo. I called Kokomo, say, please stop doing this. I was having his phone number. He said the Oba of Benin is the one that was instructing him to be doing all these things. What did they did? They beat all these people, even women. They took bottle on all those women, Ishekiri women. They even raped some of their women. This abomination which the Oba of Benin is doing. Why can't you say, if they bring the Fulani man to be our emir and they put the Oba of Benin, who will you choose? I would better choose a Fulani man than to choose a man who is committing evil against the aborigine. It's not from our land, it's a foreigner. You see, okay, now look what the Oba of Benin did recently. Those people stay for prison for many months. After a long time, they find their way out from prison. Immediately they came out from prison, their ancestral land. Now, the Oba of Benin and his brother, they sold their land for almost about 700 million. That is one land. Though. The whole land, there are land around this Ishekiri land. As I speak to you now, they keep on selling it. About 3 weeks ago, the Oba of Benin, I don't know how he managed to penetrate the secretary to the state governor, Barrister Osaro Ogi. But I don't want to come out and condemn the secretary to the state governor. It will be an embarrassing that this is a government I am supporting. Why am I criticizing my own government? The secretary to the state governor, Barrister Osaro Ogi, which is not an Ishekiri man. You see, Ishekiri people, they are Yoruba people. Look at the oppression that is happening in Edo State. The Oba of Benin connived with the secretary to the state governor. They went to, when the Ishekiri people were saying, no, you cannot sell our land. This is our means of living. This is our farmland. This is where we are eating. Look at the Oba of Benin is oppressing people. God, have mercy on our lands. This Ishekiri, this minority ethnic group, their land, you sold one, they have been selling their land or arresting them, oppressing them, doing everything they want to do with them, even raping their women, doing all sorts of evil. They even went to go and put in, there was one of the Ishekiri village there, Kolokolo. It's an island. The Oba Benin used Nigerian army to drive all the Ishekiri people out of that land, your own ancestral land. He said anybody want to go back to his farm, his land. God have mercy on my soul, on our soul. We have sinner. We are sinner, God. Why this devil exists on earth? In their home village where they come from. He said there should be, anybody want to go back to his village, he should come and sign that the land belongs to Oba. Oba Benin is not from Kolokolo. Kolokolo is an Ishekiri Yoruba name. How can Ishekiri man will come and sign that the Oba of Benin owns land before the man will go into that place? And Ishekiri people, we have Ishekiri people in power. Special assistant to President Buhari is an Ishekiri man. He's not doing nothing. They have former minister of research for defense. Where are you people? Even JC Bori. Ishekiri people, are they not human being? Can you be doing this thing to Fulani? Fulani will allow you to be doing all those nonsense. That is the meaning of this. This is not why I'm here today. Do you know what they did to the Shekiri chief about 3 weeks ago? They went to go and arrest him. Shekiri Manu in your own ancestral land, which is not Oba, it's not. They don't speak the same language with us. They went because they cut that place to Edo State. If they cut Hausa Fulani land join Edo State, does it mean the Oba Benin owns the? Me, I don't know the kind of stupidity that is inside us. Oppression. They went to go and catch that man. They took him to the government house. When I find out, they say what I had to, that I've not. Governor said before we start going to action, we have to verify. So, Your Excellency, I am not trying to be faster than my shadow, but they said they use the name of governor, that the governor want to see the Shekiri man. The Shekiri man respected the call. He went to government house. I was told that the secretary to the state governor and the Oba of Benin, they connect together. They called the commissioner of police. They took the man to the state CID. They took the man to courts. They tell the man to come and sign that anytime they want to take their land, take everything that belongs to them, they will remain foolish forever. Otherwise, they will go to jail. Just look at the way the Shekiri people have been oppressed. Look, talking about the Jaws, I grew up in those states. If a German want to go to school, if you want to write exam, like we want to write a SS3 exam or those primary 6 exam, a German have to travel from inside his village to Benin village to come and write exam. Are these people Fulani that are doing this? Is this Fulani? You see the Benin people you are seeing here, if you see any Benin man who is writing nonsense here, don't even count those ones as human. It is better to have a slave than to have those foolish ones. We all are not foolish. You understand? So, I just want to tell you, when we are talking about marginalization, the type of marginalization the Oba of Benin is marginalizing the people of our land, the Fulani have not done that type of thing. You people don't know even, see, the other thing we are saying is the Fulani herdsmen, which are exported from West Africa countries, they are into our forest. they are raping our women, they are kidnapping. That is barbarism. That is the reason why I came out today. No, all those things must stop. I know in Bible, God sent Moses, and when Moses was born, he born to the Jewish, to the to the Pharaoh family. It was the same Pharaoh family who raised Moses, and the man they raised was now used by God to free the Israelites. That's what I'm saying in a parable today. Say, oh, look what is going on in Nigeria. We are complaining about Fulani men forest. And I have the belief that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, he will put an end to this Fulani crisis. All those Fulani, I'm telling you this is what I am suspecting. Immediately Atiku Abubakar become president of Nigeria, all those Fulani who are living in our forest, they will go by themselves. If they don't go, Atiku will not hesitate. He will not like those people to come and spoil his government, because 8 years is a long. People cannot continue to be complaining about these Fulani herdsmen who are not even from Nigeria. So I am supporting Atiku because I suspect that he will put an end to this insecurity. And I also think that be as where he have been there before, and he will make a difference. He is going to make a difference. So, because the reason why we are hating Atiku, some of us are hating Atiku because of this Fulani invasion of our communities. So, I am just supporting it in my own capacity. And I want to also say today that those JJT, those people that are just running Benin City, that the Obi will be president of Nigeria, Obi, they're going to market. I want to tell you people that I am from Edo State. As I know, this is where I come from. I've been in that city. You see, this is what they are doing. We have 18 local governments. So what we need is to win 12 of the local government. If Atiku can win 12 local governments, it's okay with us. It doesn't matter, he can win all the local government. It's okay. So Atiku, for me, my brother, I say one name. I am not fighting you. You know, another man food is another man poison. I love Atiku Abubakar, and I know Atiku Abubakar will make difference because Nigeria is tired. Everybody is tired. We don't know what to do. People don't even know. You know, when Atiku came like this time, I know Atiku is going to be a miracle president. You see, when Obasanjo was killing people in Odi, you see, we Nigeria, we easily forget something. Obasanjo was from the south. According to the Yoruba people say Obasanjo is an Igbo man. They say Obasanjo is from the east. The father was an Igbo man. That is what we were told. Okay, when Obasanjo became president, he went to in Bayelsa State. He massacred many people. But we are not talking about what he did now. We forget everything too easily. But when Obasanjo killed so many people, he think by killing those Ijaw people, these people will stop agitating. But Obasanjo also went to Zake Biam in what do you call that state? In Benue State. The former chief of army staff, Victor Malu, was from there. He killed many of those TV people, massacred them. Obasanjo committed genocide. But because he's our brother, he's from the south, we forget him. Is Obasanjo not supposed to be tried in the International Court of let us be honest too. Is person like Obasanjo supposed to live in this world? Somebody who committed genocide, killing, too much killing. But because it's our brother, it's Obasanjo, but we don't talk. But that is not the issue now. But what we are saying now, we are looking for a way out. That's why people like us have come. See, I don't say something that will not come to pass. Anything I have always supported, I've always come to pass. Even though you continue to condemn me, but as time goes on, you will continue to also have a sense of reasoning with me. You see it. But it was Yaradua who's a Fulani man. Was the Yaradua not a Fulani man? Did Yaradua kill any Ijobi man? You see, Obasanjo, who we say was our brother, was killing us. Even he killed many people in Ilori, all those Oduduwa. He massacred many of them when they were saying they want to take over Ilori. He deployed Nigeria army there and killed many of those Yorubas. You were not current. I was informed because I have basic education. I was current with all those news then. That was Obasanjo killed many people. But when Yaradua came, let us be honest with ourselves. Yaradua was also a fool. Yaradua was a pure Fulani man. When he came, I think he's supposed to kill all those Ijaw people. Even when Yaradua came, our brother Tompolo killed a battalion, a lot of army. There was a Hausa man inside, there was a lieutenant colonel. All of them were sunk. But Yaradua never did that one, say, oh, because of this, he want to do this. But what did Yaradua did? He gave them amnesty. Yaradua is a Fulani man. If you are thinking Atiku will also be like Buhari, everybody is not the same. But when Yaradua died, can you come out today and say Yaradua was a bad man, was a bad Fulani man, he was killing the Southerners, he was killing the Igbo, he was killing the Yoruba? Can you come out and say this is what Yaradua did? If you can come out and say this is what the late Musa Yaradua, the former president, the late Musa Yaradua did, I will give you 100 euro. We are human beings. If this religion is bringing division among our people, they will change government. We are happy today that we have democracy. We must change Buhari. Buhari will change himself. Thank God he cannot go for third term. My brothers, in my own capacity, since the inception of Nigeria, apart from I was not born then during the time of Tafawa Balewa. Tafawa Balewa was also a Fulani man. The history, what I read in the archives, what I read about the 1966 coup, which led to the killing of Tafawa Balewa. When I read the reason why the Igbo people are not being president today, I was very shocked. What happened in 1966? There was an election, and before the election, before the independence, the Obafemi Awolowo went for negotiation with the British. Obafemi Awolowo requested for regional government. Late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe requested for federal system of government. And the Northerners said they were not ready for independence. They said they were not ready. That automatically means that if the Eastern Nigeria or the Western want to go, they can go. The Northerners said they will remain. They will wait. They want to wait. At the end of the day, they succeeded. Nnamdi Azikiwe formed his own party. He won the East. And the northern part of Nigeria was the biggest. Samadu Bello was the premier of the northern region. Akintola was the premier of the western region. Why? What is the name of that one? Nnamdi Azikiwe. Not Azikiwe. I'm forgetting one Igbo man who was the premier of the eastern region. So, it was parliamentary system of government they were using. If you don't know what is called parliamentary system of government, just like parliamentary system of government is a system of government whereby the prime minister will be the head of government, while the president will be the head of states. And the president will be ceremonial, according to how they did it that time. Nnamdi Azikiwe was a ceremonial president. He was not the head of government. The head of government was Alhaji Tafawa Balewa. They formed a unity government. The West, which led by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, was the opposition. He was the opposition leader in their house. So in the other election, they created the Midwestern region, where I come from today. So before the creation of that election, Nnamdi Azikiwe wanted to become a prime minister. There was no way Nnamdi Azikiwe can be a prime minister. He was trying all his possible best, but Chief Obafemi Awolowo told him, let us form a unity government from the south so that we can become prime minister. But Nnamdi Azikiwe was not ready. He was not ready because he wanted to become, just like what Peter Obi is trying to do today. He wants to become with force, with power, by all means. But at the end of the day, there was a faction in the action, whether it's action group, I don't know what they call them, from the west. Then Akintola, who was the premier, he was leading one faction, while Obafemi Awolowo was leading the other faction. So the federal government, led by Alhaji Tafawa Balewa, uses military, that is the presidential federal might, to work with Akintola. Akintola he won the second tenure. So Obafemi Awolowo was arrested and was charged for treason, trying to overthrow the government of the day, and he was imprisoned in Enugu. And what is the name of that? Our brother Nnamdi Azikiwe was not pleased with the outcome. He wanted to become He wanted to become a prime minister. He wanted to rule, but it was not possible for him to rule because the then prime minister Alhaji Tafawa Balewa have hold his grants. He was having a grant on the west because Akintola was his man. So at the end of the day, it was, if you people had not been, that is the reason why the Igbo people are not being given this presidential seat today. Chief, what is the name of this Nnamdi Azikiwe? Nnamdi Azikiwe hold a meeting, invited 5 Igbo military officers. That is the reason why this thing is happening today. It was Nnamdi Azikiwe who invited 5 Igbo military officers, because all his hope to become a prime minister was lost. Sir Ahmadu Bello was a very outspoken man and was an educated man, very smart, and he was all taking over the north. He was ruling over there. So Nnamdi Azikiwe was not satisfied, because before the Civil War, the Igbos were in charge of the administration of Nigeria because they were very educated. They were even more educated more than the Yorubas. In the ministries, the Igbo people were, each of them dominate everywhere. They were so educated. The Igbo people are so smart. They were everywhere. So now, that is when Nnamdi Azikiwe organized. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the one who plotted that. It was not, what is the name of that guy from Delta? Major Zogo. It was not Major Zogo. It was Nnamdi Azikiwe who plotted that coup of 1966, which led. My brother, you people need to go to the British archives and really look what led to that civil war. If you read what led to that civil war, my friend, you tired. That is what happened. Let us be fair with ourselves. Our Igbo brothers should go and look at what led to that civil war before condemning this Fulani. See, look at what happened. The Nnamdi Azikiwe, after he had plotted those coups, he pretended that he was traveling, maybe he was on sick or what or the other. He ran away. Then the 5 Igbo officers, this man was killed. What is the name of this man? Sadwana Sokoto. Alhaji What is his name? Sadana Sokoto, Amadu Bello was killed, and both his pregnant wife was killed. Murder with cold blood. Let's look at the coup. See, they killed that man, they killed his wife. How will you allow the Fulani to be happy, the Hausa Fulani? You kill the man. Why must you kill his wife? You kill his wife and you kill the baby inside his stomach, which is they say taboo. See, that's why the Fulani, Hausa Fulani, they are very angry till tomorrow. So that is what led. Then after carrying out the coup successfully in the north, they came to Lagos. They also came to Lagos. The Prime Minister, Atafa Balewa, which is a Fulani man, they kill him. Not only killing him, they even kill what is the name of that man? The name of the what do you call that man in our state, in Middle State, Okotiebo. Okotiebo, who was the premier of our region, that man was killed. They killed him. They killed the Akintola and the premier in the Igbo land. They didn't kill him. They allowed that one to go. They allowed Nnamdi Azikiwe to go. That's why the Fulani now say, oh, this is a tribal killing. It's an ethnic killing. Huh? We should go and look at our history. You see, Akintola was killed. The man from our region was killed. The killing they give to Tafawa Balewa, the prime minister, my friend, the killing was horror. They killed that man. They leave that man on top under the tree. It was after 3 days before people now discovered that man was there. They allowed him to pump. Just was rot. Just look at all these things. So when we are complaining, we have to know why we are complaining. You see, when we are complaining of marginalization, we have to look what our fathers did that we are not suffering today. A whole prime minister was killed, keep under the tree. If there was animal to eat him, they could have eaten the dead corpse. That is why the Hausa people stage a counter coup. That is why today, according to what we wrote in the British archive, that is why you see the Fulani, Hausa Fulani, they are so scared of the Igbo people becoming a president. That is why we are saying today that you see the way these Obi supporters are behaving, and some of them are behaving, that you have to go to history. When you want something, you don't need to behave like how those things was done. This problem we are today, it was Nnamdi Azikiwe who caused this problem we are facing today. All these problems were caused by Nnamdi Azikiwe because of greed. He was not patient. He wanted to become a prime minister at all costs. But upon all those things he did, but when he died, they still put him in 500 naira notes. It's Nnamdi Azikiwe is there. But he was one who caused all those problems, which later materialized to Ojukwu. Ojukwu was a very nice man. Ojukwu was a good man. But what Nnamdi Azikiwe did when the Hausa people started killing the Igbo people in the north, it was a revenge. The killings everywhere. So today, what we are saying is that, you see, how that type of, if you remember that type of history, for you to handle power to that type of thing, it's very difficult to. So I was very happy today that Peter Obi yesterday came out and he said his supporters who are radicalized should be de-radicalized. That is the reason why I'm here. And there is no other reason why I'm here. I'm here to de-radicalize those people who are taking politics to extremist level. We will not allow extremism to take over our political arena. Politics is not a do or die affair. There is no permanent enemy in politics. It's all about permanent interest. You see, today, people who are supporting Obi from the southeast, they will call you on the phone. They will say, Obi, the way Nigeria, with force. Our fathers did all this thing before. They lead us to killings. See, let us do a politics of of love. When you lose the spirit of sportsmanship, if Manchester and AC Milan play, if AC Milan lose, they will accept them. They not go fight. That is what I know about politics. That is how they play politics in Europe. Eh? Angela Merkel lived there for almost about 15 years, I mean, 14 years. Angela Merkel was a member of SPD, no CDU, Christian Democratic Union, for many years. But today, another one, or Olaf Scholz, and he did there now for SPD. Maybe this one will last 20 years for seats. So see, God have sent me to come and help our Igbo brothers. They are the Israelites. I will continue to use this even though they are not sharing my video. We must also think back. We'll go front. We'll also look back. So there's no distance for where we are coming, so that when we are going back, we know how to go back. That is how life's supposed to be. You look at what the Hausa people from the north have just said now. They said Tinubu should take El-Rufai. Should take El-Rufai to be his vice. And he should drop. You see, Tinubu is going to obey them. You see, these people have leadership structure. You see, look at what he was saying. Oh, they have a leadership structure. Look.
After due consultation with critical stakeholders, especially in the Northwest, El-Rufai is the best choice for the Vice President, for Bola Tinubu. Tinubu Support Organization is working tirelessly for the election of Bola Tinubu as the next president of Nigeria. Tinubu Support Organization, TSO, believes that choosing running mate is a critical success factor for the victory for Bola Tinubu. We're glad that APC has many outstanding individuals among the leaders, but having access to all options.
You see what the people are coming to say. And they said, yes. They say, you see what they have just said now. They say they are not telling Tinubu now, say, no, we are not going to. You see, this is a leadership structure. They believe in their leaders. Okay, like this man who is talking, and maybe nobody know him, but they have come to say their minds from the north, from the Hausa Fulani majority. They said this is the person they want to put there. That doesn't mean he will become vice. Now who win, I will be vice president in the election. That is, they are just earlier in their own view, and their view will be listening to. Okay, now instead of us to put our house in order, okay, we are now sowing a seed in an empty bag, empty grants. Look how we are thinking out. Look, the population of Kano State is 20-something million. The population of Kano State is about 20-something million. Population of Kaduna State is close to 20 million, about 40-something. We're just talking about these two states, or 15 million. But the population of Anambra State, if you calculate Anambra, Abia, Imo, these three states, only Kano is more than these three states. Just one state in Nigeria. Look at population. What is the population of Edo State? Edo State is not to 4 million. We look at the population of Kano, more than 20 million. If you carry Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, and River States, just Edo State, just the population. You think they want to be president? Look at the people who are forcing it on you. Why can't you read book? If you think the vote that is coming from southeastern part of Nigeria, that is what I say, don't waste your votes. People are saying, why don't some people call me? They say they are a member of ESN. I asked them, are you fighting for Biafra or you are fighting for Obi? You are ESN member. Yeah, like we are talking. My friend, let us be honest with ourselves. Are you fighting for Biafra or you are fighting for Obi? That's what I'm asking you. I am a truth sayer. See, I am not, as powerful as the Oba of Benin. Nobody even talked to him. I'm the first person on earth who came out to talk to him. I don't fear any maga. I will say truth. Because thank God that I started with I started from home. I used my home to start. You cannot tell to Yoruba, you are talking. I didn't insult Peter Obi, and I will never insult Peter Obi. Never in my life will I insult Peter Obi. Peter Obi is my elder brother. Charity begins at home. I must learn how to respect my elders. Politics is not a do or die affair. If you don't win today, maybe we win tomorrow. There was a time Germany played final. They didn't win. They played final, they didn't win. But they play final 4 times, they can't win. That is all about politics. That's what I'm telling some of our brothers who are radicalized. This is a place where you can be de-radicalized. Because to de-radicalize people here in Europe, the government spend a lot of money. I am ready to de-radicalize you. Come to my platform. This is the best platform you can ever think of. But even though you are not sharing it, but people who are sharing it, they are enjoying the benefits. They know what they are benefiting. Some of our people they have gone into another extreme length. So the extremism in politics is a dangerous omen that we must fight against. Extremism in politics is not going to be allowed. It's dangerous. Look at what you people are doing. If the Hausa people start doing that nonsense, what will they think? Somebody enter a vehicle in Owerri. You said if the driver don't bring his PVC, you will not pay. Started fighting the driver. Is that civilization? Is that how they are doing it in the Western world? Some people who are not educated in the Western world, who came to Europe accidentally, they are supporting that illegality. It's not going to be good. You are free to support Peter Obi. If you think Peter Obi will win, I will be the first person to congratulate Peter Obi. On the election day, if they announce that Peter Obi is the democratic elected president of Nigeria, president-elect, I will come out and say, Peter Obi, congratulations. I'm so happy you have won the president, and I will just congratulate him. Huh? You see, politics we are seeing today, if Tinubu win tomorrow, Atiku will be the first person you will see Atiku congratulate Bola Tinubu. They are friends. You want to kill me because I am supporting Atiku. Don't do that. If Atiku win tomorrow, Obi will be the first person to congratulate Atiku because Obi is a businessman. He's going to benefit so much from Atiku being a president. But you that is fighting me, you will not benefit nothing from it. Did I collected any money from Atiku? Some people are writing, you are a sabo, you have collected money. I did not collect any money from Atiku. I have not collected, but I am looking forward to see if there is any possibility of working with Atiku campaign team to use my platform to campaign for him. The reason why I'm campaigning for Atiku, one, I'm hoping for Atiku to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is number one. I am hoping that Atiku will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that Nnamdi Kanu can sit down with the government of the day and let us discuss. And the Ohanese Indigbo, all of us will be there. Let us discuss the way forward. What do we want? Do we want Biafra? Or do we want to stay in Nigeria? Do we want a restructuring? These are things we have to discuss. With the support of you, all these things can work. But with this, we are not united people. We are disunited. With disunity, can these things work? ESN kill ESN. Yoruba go kill ESN. Igbo man kill Igbo man. Is that how it's supposed to be? You want to also kill me? Don't. I'm your friend. I love you so much. You cannot kill me. You can only hate my words, but we are living in a free world. I am not insulting Peter Obi. I'm just only airing my view. I'm analyzing my own. Analyzing doesn't mean you are insulting anybody. We must learn how to tolerate one another. my dear Biafran brothers, I am supporting Alhaji Abubakar Atiku because number one, I know he's going to release Nnamdi Kanu and dialogue with him. Number two, I am supporting Alhaji Abubakar Atiku because I know and I have the belief that it's going to bring an end to this insecurity, this banditry, this herdsmen takeover of villages. Is going to do it. I have the belief, and I have the faith that he will do it for us. And I also have the belief that he's going to restructure Nigeria, and he will do his best and reform. And I'm also supporting him because I know, I am hoping that after his tenure as president, he will hand over that power to us. He will give the power. because in politics, there is no permanent enemy. It's all about permanent interest. So I want to use this opportunity to congratulate my brother Simon Ekpa. You see, I am the first person who started this. No, look, I want our vote to count. Our Igbo brothers, I love you so much. If people are saying bad thing about the Igbo, I will be the last person to say anything bad about my brothers, my Idu brothers. See, when you know that the journey you are about to embark on, you cannot succeed, it is better you don't even try it. You know already that it's just like somebody want to go to heaven and come back. It's not going to be possible. So what am I saying now is that, fellow Biafrans, if you share this video, God will continue to bless you because I am your son, I'm your brother, and I will continue to fight for you. That is what I am doing today. You see what our northern brothers have just did? They came out, they make a broadcast. They said, yes, Tinubu should replace the other one, the vice presidential candidate. They don't want that one. That one is unknown. They want somebody who is known. Okay, it's not too late. We have, if you said I should choose anybody, now I would choose Dave Umahi. I would choose Professor Soludo. These people can deliver, and they are very perfect people. I love them. You see, Peter Obi. I'm not condemning him. I'm just saying that he was a governor in Anambra State for 8 years. What did he do? He want to bring light to Nigeria, but why can't he put the light in Anambra State? If you ask people what did Peter Obi do, they cannot say anything. So now, you see what Galadiman is saying now? They're even drawing it backwards. He said he should go back to NPP. Kwankwaso said this. Let me pick calls. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, my brother.
Good evening, sir. You are welcome, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
I like your doggedness. I like your boldness.
Brother, you go.
So,
I want to tell you something. Don't forget to. I would like to put you join our Atiku campaign team. So I'm going to reach out to the campaign team of Atiku. Because as you did for Italy there now, you will see organize some rally there. To support them. You go print shirts. I will tell them they bring. Hold on. I will tell them to bring some finance. Obviously you are there. You will see organize some people, some women. Still do them like that as in diaspora. So I would like to make you as the campaign. We will just work together with that. I will put it to the group and we introduce it to the former ambassador, the former Nigeria ambassador, or Dukbesi, Chief Remo Dukbesi. Now we get IT. I'm very close. I have their contacts. I will use we have to work for the betterment of our country. Okay. Yes. Go on.
Okay. My name is Engineer Omoba One of Begamo.
Okay, you are welcome, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. If you give me the right answer, meaning the group where you won't put me, I'll go join the group. If you give me a new answer.
Okay, sir. But we are not fighting, though. Not be fight, we are brothers.
No. We dey talk maturely. We are matured men. You understand?
Okay.
Now, the question is that if Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi is a bank. Three of them are bank. Then as you work hard for Germany, now as you work hard, then three of them come with name of bank. Which bank would you like to put your money? Which of them you go trust your money for their hand? Say maybe your banker, maybe the bank money with.
Tinubu and I will choose Tinubu and Atiku.
To hold your money.
Yes, Tinubu and Atiku, because you know why?
Okay.
You know why I will choose them? Because in our village, in a parable in our village, if you want to give somebody money, make you whole. Now, person will get money pass for your village, and they give money, make they whole for person because you get money already. So you will want to go give her money now, change you want to go give her make it whole for you. So if you tell me simply I give somebody money whole, now Tinubu and Atiku, two of them, or number one person, now Tinubu now will give make it whole.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you go give Tinubu based on say Tinubu don't get money already.
Now so the parable will be for our village. Now so it still be for here, for Europe. Now if you want to give money,
So,
keep
no,
now bank where get money pass. Where you know say this bank no go fold up. So if they fold up, they get assets. Now that kind of bank you go keep your money. So even though your own decision different though. So people say no, they say, oh, this bank, if you go give money to person will not get money, you can help people. If it's more problem come tomorrow, if you use your money to solve and you will come in and say, I'm waiting, will give you. That is it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Me another person calling. You don't see try now.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
Yeah. So if you want to call in, you can call in. You are free. But we are not fighting. Obi supporters, I love you. Let me sing for Obi supporter. Obi cherere che Obi che Obi cherere che Obi. See, you'll be very surprised when I go to Abuja by January. I will meet with Obi, like that. Anybody want to call can call. So see, there is no permanent enemy in politics. It's all about permanent interest. And I will never condemn Obi. Never in my life will I condemn Obi. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Oga Mufi.
Good evening, sir. God bless you, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
I did watch you for your program.
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask you one question.
Okay.
You say if Peter Obi he good the way people claim say he be, why no put light for Anambra State? But you see, forget say the Obaseki will all of us vote for our state. You also more light. Why no use a light the Edo State if it is possible?
Give me a point answer for you. Huh?
Yes.
The answer to you, we say a room was not built in a day. The Oshomo light we bring now 150 megawatts. As I speak to you today, the population of Edo State, about 80% of the population of Edo State, they for Edo South. The population of the whole Edo State, the 80% of their population, they for Edo South. So now Edo South and the population there. Edo South is comprising of Isha, different people. Not be saying now only Benin. If you go to already local government, if there's something they can do census, the population of Isha for Obaka, in many parts Benin, you understand what I'm trying to say now? If you go see Benin is growing to become a minority in their own land now. That is what is going on. So what am I saying all those things that the Edo South is all of us now get it belongs to all of us. Number two, we say the governor. If you look at what the governor has done, I asked the governor this the other time when I called him on live video. I asked the governor, say, what is happening to Oshomo power plant? He says it's going to be done batch by batch. But as of today, from Oshomo power plant in Ologbo, see they have one company there that is a LNG, the largest in around this community, that is oil and gas. Now that light that they use. Then from that place now, all the old government establishment, if you go court before now, before they'll call the tap paper, before they'll come say come, which is supposed to take 1 week, they'll say me come 3 months time, 6 months time because of no light, no this. So, but today, high court, magistrate courts, 48 hours, they take light. Then, not be only that one, no. Some of companies wey dey around Edo South there now, all of them dey connect with that light now. But e dey high, the money big. You understand? So, but it just be like form of private hospital compared to what you call it, to government hospital. Because if you ask now why the money not cheap, because the reason why the money not cheap, because not be Edo State na get the whole money, it's a partnership company, just like maybe China now na get the company now. Edo State pay their counterpart funding, maybe like 40%. Then China will pay 60%. So the company will pay 60%, they would like to get their money back. You understand? So after this company, just like wey Glo nearly come that time now, to buy line na 50,000. But today line na 5 naira be free. Because those companies will invest billions of dollars, they have to take their money out first. And it's going to take years. So if you look at what the governor is doing in those states, a room was not built in a day. It cannot make everything. But I am from Benin. The street where I live in Benin before is called Awo Lane. That Awo Lane is a lane. Oh, but what I see, all those lanes that surrounding Inoredo, Bubaka, Upper, Ego, the governor is doing a very good you see, he's doing a very great job. He's tying roads. It the tie road like Upper. The other day they say tie normal you. The other day they say tie Jesus Christ. It's just tying road, but the governor is not bringing it out to show it on social media that I am working. So for Oshomole will just be breaking all those things out. He will show one. See, if the Oshomole tie road for 10 million naira, the money Oshomole will take advertise them is almost about 100 million. The governor will tie road like what they call that, a Sensavio road. He never come and Congo commissioner and Congo the Shuan. The governor they call him we can see. He's doing a very great job. That's why people like me, I will continue to like him. I will not insult him. It's my father.
Yes.
It's my father.
It's also our governor.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Number two, make I just put a small enlightening for those one where you explained just now.
Okay.
Number one, inside Edo State we get 80 local governments. But all the place where you don't talk, say Obaseki they touch, now inside the Edo, inside the Benin. What about the side of Ishan, the side of Akoko Edo, the side of Onwa?
Okay.
All those side now majority for Edo State.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I talk my own view. You see, one, we have local airport in Benin. Local airports. So the governor went and sites a located international airport in Onwa very close to Ishan there. International airport. Instead of us to be running to Lagos, he said no. We are very good in traveling out. It will be better for us to have international airports. So we are not here to talk about we are not doing election in Edo State. We are talking about national level, my brother. So if you want to call in, please you can call in. You are free.
Okay.
If you want me to talk about what the governor have done, I will call the commissioner of communication at Dazemata. I will call him and he have to give me the updates, and I have to send my email to him so that he have. But is the government contesting election? That is not the issue.
Wait.
Yes.
I will answer another question.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
In the case of Peter Obi, you understand, and
yes.
the case of Atiku.
Yes.
Atiku, where you they campaign for so.
Yes.
Peter Obi was he was a governor in Anambra State, but nobody come out, come challenge and say, see where you for thief money or anything. And he the campaign now. Two, Atiku don't test federal. What did he do when he become vice to Obasanjo? What did he do for Nigeria?
Okay, what Atiku did, I was in Nigeria when Atiku was the vice president, and he was the head of the economic team. This privatization under Atiku, there's what do you call Minister of Communication under Atiku. We are having a 90. If I want to receive call from my study abroad, I will go another person's house. I will go stand for there for 2 days. I don't know whether the time we will take call. Now the person will send message coming for us to even have access to phones since they born me. I never put phone for my ear. The plus of so even I want to get phone. But under Atiku, as the chairman of the privatization and Atiku bring what do you call it? Deregulation. Whether I want to call it deregulation, that is, I don't know how to call it for English. He brings sanity and he bring a very good management into the privatization. You see, he sell he sell 90. If I say sell 90, he sells some share out from 90, sells some to MTN, sells some shares to Glo, sells some to Airtel and Etisalats. So he what do you call how they call it for English? But then at the regulation, I know I don't forget some English, all those BB grammar. So he do am right. He brought in am. Now Atiku na do all those things. Atiku do all those things. We be say today you don't even need to go person house go receive call. You just carry phone for your ear. Atiku did that one. He did a lot of things. And when Atiku was there as the vice president, he was not a tribalistic man like what Buhari is doing today. Many Satanas were running to Atiku. As I speak to you today, the Igbo people love Atiku more than I love Atiku. They are just pretending chatting obituary. On the day of election, you see Atiku, all of them will vote for Atiku. This is what I'm going to say in my mind. Okay, now, the past election that produced Buhari, the Igbo people voted for Atiku. Now, if Atiku was a bad man, why did they vote for him? They could have voted for Buhari. They all voted for Atiku. Atiku loved the Igbo people. He married an Igbo woman. He's a very nice man. You say Atiku is a bad man. What have you done?
For that.
Yes.
For that, let me explain that one for you. Explain that one for you. You know why the Eastern vote for Atiku? Because Atiku is from PDP.
Okay.
The Eastern PDP PDP get Eastern.
Okay, anybody want to call in, please, you can call in. You are free. We are not fighting. We are not fighting. You are free to end your view. If you are supporting Peter Obi, go on. I'm not fighting you for that. You can call in. Anybody want to call in?
From 31st May till date,
Peter Obi as the president at 60. By the time he finishes 8 years, Kwankwaso would have been 74, 75.
Okay.
So the young man again will say he's too old to run for president.
Okay.
But if you allow Senator Kwankwaso to become the president,
okay,
and Chief Peter Obi becomes his vice president, it means at the time Senator Kwankwaso will be finishing, even if it is 8 years, Chief Peter Obi would have been 67, 68, therefore strong enough to run Peter Obi as the president at 60. By the
you release one your good evening, sir. Where are you calling from? Hello, you are watching me. Oh God, don't watch me now so that you can hear me, sir.
I can hear you, Murphy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Where are you calling from, sir? Which country?
I'm calling from New Zealand.
Ah, go on.
Yes, sir.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I want to argue some points with you. I agree with most things you say, but I still disagree with a few.
Okay, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I just feel those people they support like Atiku. You know, Atiku is not a good candidate.
But it's our in-law. You know, it's our in-law, sir. Are you aware Atiku is our in-law? It's our in-law now. And our in-law now. Have you want to reject him again, sir?
Because he married Igbo.
She's our in-law now. Even though he married Igbo, no problem. But they marry Igbo woman and she's our in-law now. Are we not? Are we not one people? Like the people, in Edo State, they have some people who came from Yoruba land, which are the Ile Ibinu. In Edo State, we have people who migrated from Yoruba lands. That's why when some Igbo people are saying the Benin, they have a kingdom. So this is opportunity we have to tell them. The Oba of Benin came from Yoruba land. They have some group of people who they came alongside with. So we are not a Yoruba. My history is connected and affiliated with the Igbos and those Ijaws. So if you are from Edo State, if you say you are not related to them, maybe you are related to the Yorubas. We have two people in Edo State. We have Edone Godo Migodo, Edone Wile Ibinu. We have two type of people in Edo State. Either you are from the Ile Ibinu Miss Blood or Ile Ife sides, that side, or you are from the Igodo Migodo side. That is it. So, my brother, if you are watching all of us here, the word Bini is a Yoruba language. Ibini means Ile Ibinu. It's an abbreviation. The Portuguese don't know how to call the Yoruba word. They now call it Benin. The word means Ile Ibinu. Ile Ibinu is a Yoruba word meaning the land of vast nation. Ile Ibinu. But the real name of that land, the city is called Igodomigodo. It's a key to the kingdom. So this, I don't know whether you are coming from the Miss Blood. Go on, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
I know they argue with your point.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Your point, sometimes I learn some things from you when I don't know before.
Yes.
You know? Yes. Then sometimes you woefully they make mistake also. You understand? That is what makes you human.
God bless you. God bless you, sir.
You are not perfect.
Thank you.
You don't understand?
Thank you, sir.
But what you want to know, say, as Benin be, or whatever you call Benin, Benin don't they, you don't understand? Nothing you want to for social media when go change them. But we could leave that aside. Let's talk about the presidential politics. I feel say this Buba Galadima guy when you they show so. I feel saying I just a political prostitute. You understand? Because he campaign for Buhari, don't forget. Just don't play only the sound bites that suit you. You understand? Me know say you be very brainy man. You know, so this Baba Galadima or whatever, Afisa Atiku is a old Nigerian criminal. You know, understand? For you to person like you that show that you have morality, you have honest.
If you are calling Atiku a criminal, if you are calling Atiku criminal, but it's my in-law. Atiku is my in-law. So, it's our in-law, but I have not committed any crime. Somebody is what is a criminal? Have you been convicted of any crime?
You understand? How does he make all those billions? You know,
why can't you go and ask Donald Trump? How can you ask Donald Trump how he make all those billions? Yeah, very funny. Why you not ask Peter Obi how he make $500 million? Why you not ask Peter Obi where did he make that money from? You are very funny.
I know they support Peter Obi to that extent. Say I know they see the mistake. You understand? Just like I know go support Atiku to the extent I know they see Atiku.
So what is your stake on it? Please let us go to point. What is your stake so that another person can call? What is your stake, sir?
My stake on it be say person like you with your kind of honesty. You understand? And your transparency when you the portray since. I don't believe say you go support Atiku. You know, at least, you know, if you want this, because now 8 years you want to give them. So, how old are you? You are almost 50. Out of 58 years now you want to give them. If I reason now.
May I put answer to that your question? You see, if there is a road, if they go through road, the road can't turn to 3. You will follow one for inside. You know, if you follow the 3 at the same time, you must choose one road.
Yes, sir.
So the way the things is going now, remember, the white man said, politics, he said there is no permanent enemy in politics. It's all about permanent interests. So we look at it now, say, if Tinubu go for president now, what is going to be our benefits? We from the South, from Edo states. Hold on. It's permanent. You hold on. I'm just making a point, sir. Hold on. Whether Tinubu now 20 years or 100 years old, what are we going to benefit away from Edo states? Listen, sir, I'm just making a point. Hold on. Hold on. I'm making a point now. So, what are we going to benefit from this system now from Tinubu? He's taking the vice president from Kano or Katina. He's saying this. Senate president come for this. Okay, what will be honorary grant? Okay, if Obi is there now, what are we going to be what are we going to benefit? So now we look at the calculation. Now our son, Ifeanyi Okowa, is coming for vice president. So Edo and Delta, we are one people. Apart from the Oba family who came from Yoruba lands, you know. So we are one, and historically we are the descendant of Ogiso. So look at this, and the people of Kowa village, Agbo, Owa, their history said, yes, this is where we come from. We are one people. We are historically tied. It's our brother, and he's going there. If I am going there as vice president, I am representing the Agbo people. So now, if our brother is there as a vice president, anything can happen tomorrow. Can be president. Sometimes many people, most of the time, Vice will become president. America, Joe Biden become president, even though he wait for some time. Atiku will become president. All those things have been happening in many countries. So we benefit. When Jonathan was there, we know many people benefited, but they misused the money. So that what we are saying now is that just Okowa is going to benefit us. This seaport we are talking about in Warri, I think will become functional. Talking about Okowa cannot be there without bringing development. He's an educated man. This, we are having about two citizens. At least something will happen. We remember when Akigbe was the chief of general staff, that is vice president to Abdulsalam Abubakar. He used his influence to create local governments, ESAC or Central, Fuga. You understand? He did many things between that 1 year and 6 months. He did something in Fuga. Go to Fuga, Tide would do many things there. When Aikomo was there, I thought Aikomo bring Otivoka Teaching Hospital in what do you call that place in Irwa. And they help many of our Edo people who never make use of the money. They're useless those things. You know, these are some of the things. These things go to benefit our people. Democracy, see, politics is a game of interests. It's not. You see what the Yoruba are doing. Yoruba are smart. Look at you see. At the dying minute, you surprise the Yoruba will go against Tinubu. They will come and vote for Atiku. They don't want to be in opposition because opposition is not good. You will be making noise there. You will be protesting every day. You raise motion. You will be criticizing the government. Criticism is the beauty of democracy. Even here, Labour Party is the prime minister. The Conservative will be condemning, criticizing, waiting for a new loophole for them to also come. So the Yoruba people have to strategize again. Okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to come back to power again? That's what we will be doing. Atiku is our in-law. He cannot kill us because the mother of his children are from Igbo. So I am very close to the Igbo people. So all those Benin people who say they don't know Igbo, they came from Ile-Ife or Sudan. I can say I'm an Igbo man because we interrelated.
No, I beg you, 1 minute.
Yes.
You can't say you come from Igbo. Igbo come from you. If you reason that way, not just the slug because you the panda to the.
No, when I say I am from Igbo, when I say I'm from Igbo, when I say I'm from Igbo, sir, when I say I'm from Igbo, why have I say this? This is my ancestors, because according to one of the king of our land is called Eri, who left the land to go and found the present day Agulere in Anambra State. It's called Idueri. These are our ancestors. If I say that is my ancestor, it's my father, I come from him, there's something wrong there. The people that are claiming superiority, they are not even from our land. They are from Yoruba land. These are the Oba of Benin and his families and his group. So these people are the one confusing us, claiming superiority. And this is not true. It's not going to work for us. If you are from the Ile Binu mixed blood, you cannot be telling the Igbo people they are our brothers. We're interrelated, sir. 100%. Yes.
100%. That's your point, Eba.
Yes.
But you know, say, what you had notice for your program,
Yes.
Because they follow you right from the time, you know. I subscribe to your account with different of my Gmail. So any phone I deal with, I always see them. I notice say that they won't bully you into make you pander to their tone. And
Peter Obi?
Your crowd.
For Peter Obi? No.
Not even Peter Obi. Not Peter Obi. On general perspective, you understand, and not be only Igbos be your crowd. When you get your crowd as national people, you know, you
Yes.
get Yoruba, you get Benin, you get everybody. You understand? So I did notice and say, and you be person when I not believe they go feel bullied to this extent. You understand? And I say,
my bro, you know what you will do? You know what you will do? See, go and mark this word today.
No,
Go and mark this word today.
Okay.
May 29, Buhari will hand over power to Atiku. People can make noise. People can make noise. Those things, this noise maker, you see what is going to surprise you. You will surprise Peter Obi. Peter Obi will be the first person to congratulate Atiku. This person, he will be the first person to congratulate Atiku. Those people who are carrying enemy, please don't do it. They are friends. Atiku. You see, when Atiku win PDP nomination to fly, now Bola Tinubu be the first person we congratulate her. You never.
I know, I agree with you. I agree with most of your points.
Yes.
I'm not against your point.
Yes.
I just mean say if I don't let people bully you into doing waiting on the
No. Waiting just in my mind. Now you do so say I am supporting Atiku. That is finished. Yes, Atiku marry our sister. He marry our, if our sister not good, supposed to drive and come out.
He will be our son. He better pass in law. You understand?
Obi is my brother. I am even doing the greatest help for Obi. See what I have said to Obi. I am the first person who started this Obi movement. I said, Obi, look, you are our brother. Igbo people have been in opposition for 8 years. This present government, number 1 citizen of Nigeria, Buhari from the north. Number 2 citizen, Yoruba from the southwest. Number 3 is supposed to come from Igbo, but the north carry am. Number 4 supposed to come from Igbo. But the Yoruba people not come to say, oh, Yoruba man say, oh, as everything been and say, we'll be one sat. Okay, we don't carry vice president. This speaker will give Igbo for where they don't give us a collector. The chief judge of Nigeria, from number 1 to number 5, listing from number 1 to number 5, 2 now from North, 3 now from Yoruba, 3 from Yoruba, 3 vice presidents, Speaker National Assembly, Chief Justice of the Federation, number 1 to 3 now Yoruba, no 2 now North. Which one be Igbo for inside? Nothing. Talk lots of okay. What are we saying? I'm not condemning them because that's what I'm saying is that even though we want Biafra, but that doesn't mean we should be eating on the sand before we get Biafra. Let us be coordinating before that time. People say, this is what I'm telling my Igbo brother. If actually we really want Biafra, if you ask those people who are supporting Obi now, do you want Biafra, you want LB? They will tell you they don't want. Even one of our brother from ESN was even calling me today that they Obi. I was, but you are ESN member. How can you be talking about Obi? I was shocked. You understand? An ESN member.
They already choked Biafra under the boss.
Look at what people were saying. That so instead of us to just be, see this, I'm appealing to my Edo people. I'm telling Edo people, those people who are shouting Obi chain in Benin, they are only saying Benin City. They are not in the in the villages. They are not in the villages. Yeah. Election of Edo State, for you to be a governor of Edo State, to win Edo State, you must all those villages. You must go and win those villages. So those ones just making noise in market on election days. People will not vote. Our governor will announce it that everybody should go and vote for Tiku. We don't want to be opposition. We go and vote.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I just say you hand over power to Shaibu. Where you go?
Our governor did holiday now. Then holiday now. They on vacation now. You have to now summer within now. I don't know the country now. That's now for that. So you have to also the demand is it's not easy. It's not easy. They call and betrayer. If that was it. See all those rubbish people where they don't know the value of look at now. They want to bring 1,100 pieces of artwork, bronze. Those bronze and those art, all those carvings were collected from Udo, collected from Uromi, collected from Ubiaja, collected from Delta, collected from Ogiamie Palace. Okay, look now. Listen, just listen, sir. Listen. The British said it the other day. This is not of the British. We're talking about the one of Germany. The German people. Let me say something, sir. The Germans, some of the British and some of the Germans, those people who collected those artwork, they documented it down that they collected some from Udo, they collected some from Uromi. The Oba Abini says he's an emperor. He want to collect all. Both when they collect from Urobo land.
I know you are very vast in this. If I know you are very vast in this. But
One of the one they collect from Ogiamia Palace, Unko, they should give it to Oba.
if I 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. If I 1 minute. There's one place in Germany called the Humboldt Forum.
Okay.
You know, where the former Kaiser of Germany lived.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, there's Humboldt Forum. If you finish your program, just Google Chiamanda Adichie speech at the Humboldt Forum.
Okay.
She re-emphasized it that it's the Germans that are returning the British roots. You understand? It's very ironic. You understand? It's the great irony because the institutions that own the British Museum that has the large collection of the Benin art refuse to return it. Now it's the ones in the German possession. Now it's the Germans that are returning the British roots, which is a strange thing. She said the statement in the presence of Angela Merkel, the German president.
Okay, what you are saying, I am not disputing it. You see, when they came to take all those things, we were having there was not like country that time. Benin was just this Benin you are seeing there. See, so the confusing people. See, the Oba of Benin was not ruling over any place. So the Oba of Benin was ruling over around his palace, those areas where you have all those ships. That way was ruling over there. In my local government, I'm from my local government, the Oba of Benin never had a dukedom there, or his son was a Nogi, all those nonsense. There was nothing like a Nogi because according to my own history, my forefathers, they ran away because of the human sacrifice and capturing of people, selling to slaves. We were hiding in the forests. We were hiding. So what talking about the artworks? They have returned, they said they want to return these things in recognized governments. This is the artwork belongs to Nigeria government. Does it belong to the Oba? It belongs, like if you go to Britain, the British Museum doesn't belong to the British Queen. And the British Queen is recognized in law. The Oba Benin is a traditional ruler, it's not a king. The illiteracy that have coming over us is just because the government is very quiet. All those nonsense, this illiteracy they are doing there, they cannot try it in another state of Nigeria, in Delta State. Look, my brother, let me put you through. Let me put you through in this on this feed there. Look at this very level. These artworks belongs to the Nigeria government, doesn't belongs to Oba. Oba is not a government. Oba is a traditional ruler. So now they are negotiating. The Oba Benin is not part of the negotiation. It is the Federal Ministry of Information and Director General of National Museum and Monuments. You see, these are the people that are negotiating the return of these artifacts. So this artifact will be returned to the federal government. That is Nigeria government. Not Oba don't have government. Oba Benin is not recognized in this system. So now they're returning these things to the Nigeria government. So when you return to this thing to Nigeria government, the money that is following up is close to about millions of dollars. We will convert this money, talking about billions. So this money will be returned to federal government, and as a federal as a body. So federal government will return this money to the state coffer, as state governments. Anything have to do with museum, anything have to do with monuments, is being controlled by the government because Oba Benin, I don't know what is wrong with that man. See, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. Oh, see, Mara, wait. I will allow you to talk after this one. After this one, so you will talk. You see, this thing, when it's being returned to the federal government, then the Commissioner of Information, Commissioner of Art and Culture, those one will now go, and Commissioner of Finance, then they will now go to the relevant ministry to negotiate the return of, not Oba is not recognized there now. They negotiate all these things. So as of today, you see the governor of Edo State, see the details happening is very bad though. You see, during the time of General Sani Abacha, when Abacha was the head of state, you see that museum, that General Sani Abacha museum, it was Colonel Basi Asukwo, former military administrator of Edo State, build that museum. Yeah. After building that museum, when this drug addict Oba Benin came in, Oshomole, who is a drunkard, doesn't know himself. I don't want to insult him, call him a stupid man because he's a drunkard. He went to go and hand over if a state government owned property to the Oba of Benin, he signed and give Oba free of charge. This is a cultural center built by state governments with our money. It cost about 3 billion naira. That man tickets. If you want to receive anybody, you go and put them there. Just look at this rascality. Okay, now the governor said, you see, in the what do you call it, Zoti Street. See that street called Zoti Street there. Very close opposite the what do you call it, Abacha Cultural Center. Opposite the Abacha Cultural Center. So those houses there, the government, they create, we can say governor, Baba, we are loyal to you. The governor, yes, the governor served them paper with compensation because the money they are bringing from the Germany is billions of naira. So they have to look for a place to build it around that city there, not outskirts of the city, because people will be coming, just like we have British Museum. So he said they should vacate those houses, not free of, they should vacate free. It's good to relocate them. If you want house, he give you house or he give you money. Choose one of the two. Oba Benin went to go and meet with Iya. He tell Iya say he was an Urubu man who the Oba Benin was used for human sacrifice. That stupid Iya say. That Iya says Samigbe, very stupid man. I have not insulted my elders like this before. Iya say came out and be saying that those people who build us there, that the governor of Edo said not to build museum there. My brother, is that not a stupidity? 1978 Land Use Acts. What is written in 1978 Land Use Act? Power. The land belongs to the states. State governor. We don't see where they write it under Nigeria Constitution that land belongs to Oba. So they say the Oba is a problem. That's the reason why we are running away from home. We are calling on President Buhari or incoming President Atiku to do something. Not even call president. The governor just remove that man and put him in prison. Say drug addict, for crying out loud.
I have two questions for you.
Yes. Yes.
Answer these two questions. Number one, you know say you be somebody when they show say you get morality towards honesty and transparency, that you not support any criminal act, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But you live in Germany, they're one of the most racist people with the greatest atrocities to humanity. Why you not ignore Germany and call out the German crimes? Germany is built with criminal wealth and human blood, with the demonic ways of the Germans. The CDU or whatever they are now, you know that their root is built on racism. Then number two, you say not be about Benin get those artifacts. Do you think that the people, the Nigerian elite or the federal government under President Buhari that are bringing those things to the palace of the Oba of Benin don't know what they are doing?
Did they tell you they are bringing it to the Federal Palace? Who told you that one?
Well, the first two, they already brought the first two now with the minister.
That was a voluntary. See, that's a voluntary return. You see, that was not a governmental level. What they brought, there was listen. Yes.
Lai Mohammed was there, the ambassador to UK was there, and the minister of Act and
Anybody can be there. Anybody see, no, Lai Mohammed was not there. See what they brought. It was one Christian high school there. One was there.
No, after this, yes, but by that school, the Christian college, Jesus College of
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, sir. You see, it states we are operating federalism in Nigeria. We are not operating a monarchical system of government. What we have in Nigeria is federal system of government, and we are operating presidential system of government. A presidential system of government is a system of government in which the president is the head of states and the head of government. We have a bicameral legislation, which we have the state governor, we have the state house of assembly. The state governor is the number one citizen of the state, and we also have the deputy governor and the speakers of assembly. So we have a body that make laws. So we don't know which among this group the Oba Benin belongs to. Did he belong to the executive arm or legislator legislative arm or judicial arm. The Yoruba Benin is it because of the illiteracy that is affecting us, because many of us, because of the killings, the courtesan, when you talk, they go and kill you, because of barbarism, because of fear. That's why we are so scared of the Yoruba Benin. This thing doesn't happen in Yoruba land. This is a state property. This is what we are saying. This assets belongs to the state government. So just like when they are planning to dualize this place and build a museum, the Yoruba Benin, yourself Benin making a public gathering of all those rubbish people, saying that that place is a holy land. It's a by its history. Say the Yoruba Benin doesn't have any land. It was not the Ogiamie who give the Yoruba Benin a place to rent to stay. Did the Yoruba Benin have any land? A man who came from Yoruba land, not Arisco who give him land. It was Ogiamie Erebo. That was the history. See, Ogiso Palace still remains Sapomba Road. That is an ancient palace of our ancient king. Let the Yoruba Benin come and show us his ancient palace. Where the ancient palace they have is Oromia, where Oromia stayed. Awulo Inuse, in Ego, where you are going to go there after Goma Use. That I didn't know go market. What do you call that market there? That very close to Mobile Barrack, that market there. If you just go to that one for small piece of land there, it's called Awulo. That's where Oromia. That is their ancestral home. That is where they can remember. If they say they are descendant of Ogiso, let them come and show us where their Ogiso Palace is. Foreigners.
Okay, but if you say Ogiso, but you never answer the German issues.
Okay, if you want me to answer the German issue, the German, let me tell you something. The German fought World War and they were defeated. Since they were defeated, they have surrendered to the Allied power. So when you are being defeated, everything finished. That's the end. So the German you were talking about before, that was the old German, not the new German. I have a child with a German woman. When you are talking about racist, what I know about, I have lived in German here. I have a child with a German woman. I have a son. My son is 9 years old. I also have 2 children with a Polish woman. You see, when you are talking about, I live with them, I work with them, I have a woman. You see, when you are talking about racist, when you live in this country, you speak their language, you have job, nobody's resisting you. Like, I want to make example. Now, my woman, she's from Poland. She work in Amazon. Nobody's resisting her. There's a lot of job here. When you are talking about racists, even Germany even need more foreigners. You see, they were even taking out taking a plane to Greece to go and bring foreigners. And they were bringing more Syrians. They said, open the door, let them come in. There was a day 1 million Syria entered Germany one day. Who is resisting who? This is a land that welcome foreigners. If you are here, if you are from Syria, if you are from Somalia, if you are from Sudan, if you are from all those countries that have like now, if you are from Borno State, if you have a Nigeria passport, they will give you a UN passport. They will give you everything. But how many Borno people are coming here? Nobody. How many people are coming here from the northeast? If you are from the northeast, even from Benue State, you come here, they will give you 100% asylum. They will put you. They look at how they do it here. When you come from a place like Mediguri now, you come here, you said because of the crisis, and they will tell you to bring a proof, not by using your mouth to say it. Go and bring proof. They will bring a proof. This is my passport, or this is my national identity card. You will bring a proof to show that yes, you are from Borno State. Then, if you bring that proof, then they will go and look for an Ahunsa man. If you speak an Ahunsa, if you are a Borno man, you must surely speak the Hausa, their general language in the north. But sometimes a man from Benin will say from Borno, they'll go and bring a Hausa man to interview him. He doesn't know anything about Borno. You see, they don't. If you are talking about racists in Germany here, you don't live here, I live here. You see, they are the way they are brought. You see, in here, You will not see a German man fighting on the streets. Maybe this is what you call racist. A German man, when police come, they will not talk. Or said police tell them to talk, they will talk. But you that come from that is a developing country, when you see police, you want to claim your right, you want to shout, you want to do all these things. You say they are resisting you. I don't know what they mean by racist here. We are talking about racist here. This is the type of racist you are talking about. This is not racist. This is called a self. I don't know how to say call it in English. Self-preservation.
Self-preservation.
This is not racist. You see, we are talking about their intelligence sector. Maybe you finish school, you want to work in their intelligent offices. Maybe they may likely decline you. You understand? They will not likely take you. Maybe you want to go. This is not racist. They are trying to protect their interest. And when they are giving you their passports, they will also tell you, look, if you rebel against this country, your passport will be revoked. If you try to fraud this country.
But you know, say the Eastern Germans are suffering more than the Western Germans.
What do you mean by suffering? The capital of Germany is in East.
Yeah, they are less privileged unlike the Western Germans.
The capital of I live in Germany. I have been to East many times. I've been to Dresden.
Okay, so how is it compared to the West?
The Eastern Germany is beautiful more than the West Germany. You know why? After the war, you know, the Eastern Germany were still operating that Russian style of building, the Russian structure. So they brought out money from the West to demolish those houses and they rebuild it again. Have you been to Berlin? Have you been to Dresden? These are new houses.
No.
These are very new houses. The Eastern Germany they are still building it till tomorrow. Is more developed compared. You know, talking about the house we can see here. This house was built in 1970 something, 1960 something, but that one built in 1980 something, 1990 something. You know, these are modern houses. You understand? You know, the former president, German chancellor, is from the East now, Angela Merkel. The East Germany now. You understand? So Germany is one. See, like where I live in Krefeld, there is job everywhere. If you want to start work tomorrow, just go to the office or your call on phone or you know, and there's industries here. So they didn't resist you, they didn't colonize you. So they are a hardworking country. Where this is a self-preserved country.
So
this is their land.
If I understand what you said,
yes.
all what you said, I know you just gloss over it. You understand?
Yes.
Not that if you go really in depth, we'll not really see what you talk.
Yes.
But I use those words just to refer to your say of Benin, or you know, during the old days when people get power, you know, you conquer land, you take land.
My brother, let us forget what Baba is not the person I will be talking about. I don't want that man here now. We are talking about national interest. Let us move on back.
To make a reference, you know. So generally, I appreciate your time, but I just feel Obi is better than the Atiku and
yes.
even the Tinubu.
Yes. Thank you very much for your opinion.
I appreciate your time so much, sir.
God bless you. What, Baba? So anybody want to call in, please call in. I really all this about 15 just bringing the embarrassment to me. That man is a very stupid man.
Time he finishes 8 years, Kwankwaso would have been 74, 75. So the young man again will say he's too old to run for president. But if you allow Senator Kwankwaso...
Hello? Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Hello?
Hello. Good evening, my brother.
You're welcome. I not please store your number. I will use opportunity to store your number today. Yes.
I saw your earlier program today. I was in the office. I was not able to.
They are just trying to. No, today I didn't make any program. I was doing the one I did before. I was replaying it. This is the one I have now. So you are welcome. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So I am very happy, and today
every day I'm learning new things about you and your program.
Yes.
We are very happy and lucky in Nigeria to have people like you.
God bless you.
People who have interest in the knowledge of the country and also who are dedicated to doing something that will promote the country.
Okay.
You see, what you are doing, even you don't know the benefit of what you are doing. These videos you are making, they will be there forever.
Yes.
And people will learn from them.
Yes.
You see, you are somebody who stands for equality.
Yes.
And I just learned this about you today.
Yes.
You always find the way to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
Yes.
That is why you can take on somebody as powerful as Obi And Bola.
Yes.
And people used to have respect for him.
Yes. Before.
Because the impression was he fought British, he fought all those things. We didn't know that he was oppressing people. He was oppressing people.
All those, he never fought. It was lie. You know, let me just, I don't want to cut you short. You know what happened, eh?
Yeah.
What happened, the reason why the British came. You know, the British are very intelligent. Anything they do, they will write it in their archives. They will keep it. So the reason why the British came is they have been coming to trade, and anytime they come, they see so much human sacrifice. They were not happy with these things. They were even thinking about it that the way these very little places are using people for human sacrifice, it was very barbaric. They were looking for an excuse to put an end to that human sacrifice. So on a very good day, the British, and there's what we call Igwe Festival. Igwe Festival, that is, it's a festival when the Oba of Benin used to kill sometimes 500 or 1,000 people, just slaughtering them for nothing's sake. You'll be celebrating it, killing human being anyhow. This festival is called Igwe Festival. So now, the British wanted to see, they want to see with their face how they were slaughtering human beings, the minority tribes around this. You know that those states, you see, they have too many minority, both Delta, all those places. So they came towards the river bank called Ooton. So they now said they came with, you know, before Ghana, they were having a Hausa people there. British people put them there as a military. They were having a military base there. So the British are very friend of the Hausa right from time. So they came with about 10 or about 9 or 10 of them. Then the Hausa people are their guards right from time, according to the history is there. So they came with about 40 something Hausa men who are guiding them, because the British can't move like that. They know the forest is full of dangerous something. So they came. So when they came to the riverbank, they sent an emissary to the Oba that they are coming, they want to discuss with you. The Oba, according to their way of that, their tradition of that human sacrifice, anybody that come into the city during that time, they will sacrifice that person for human sacrifice. They will kill him. That's this. They believe that there is no other people above them in this world, that they are just from, people are doing barbarism. They say they will just think maybe they are with God, all those things. That is how they think. So the British never came to fight them. They sent their guards to capture those British and massacre them. So with that, nothing happened. They just went there. The British were not fighting. They went there because of the superior power of the Hausa people were guided. They know those Hausa people, they are very strong. They have charms on their body. So they were about 2 British were able to escape with some of those Hausa. The Hausa people, I'm talking about Hausa people, those Hausa, that's what I'm saying. They protected 2 of these British with wounds. One of the British wandered in the forest for complete 3 days before they were able to escape to Warri in the forests. So now, one of the British was captured alive. They killed the rest. 2 escaped. 1 was captured alive. That one that was captured alive, they took him to the palace. Just like when you catch a antelope, a little antelope, you will be playing with it. They were playing with this white man. Later, they killed this white man in the palace. They used it to do there's what they call Ogun, a deity. They used this white man to make a sacrifice. How will you allow, how will the British be happy over this? Will that one be good? When they did this thing, the British find out. So what the British do is to mobilize their military base or their military command in Ghana, and they mobilize themselves. They come in. When they came in, there's a place called Ologbo. That was the village where I was talking about, where they have a shekel. They came through that place. They came through Gelegele. They came through 4 places. They want to lay an ambush to capture that very man. So when they surrounded the Benin, it was a forest then. They surrounded it. The Oba, see these people, these people, they are devils. I say, the Oba of Benin was having 217 wives. How are you going to sleep with this one? And he was only having 7 children. Is that not a slavery? Is slave not even better than that nonsense? He was having 217 wives. Do you know what he did? Look at how these people have been enslaving us for many years. The Oba of Benin took 90 wives along with himself. He ran to go and hide. This is man who said they have gone to heaven to fight God. According to their fake history, he said they have went to heaven, he fight God, he defeat God. Just look at the mentality they are giving to us. When the British came, it was only 3 days old. It was, they left, they came to Benin, they started to the next tomorrow, they were already in Palace of the Oba. It was not 3 years when they are lying. They go and check the book, everything is there. When they came to, the reason why they didn't capture the Benin that very day, because those guns the Oba Benin warrior were using, it was the Portuguese who supplied them those guns to be capturing slaves around all those neighboring community many years ago. So that those guns they were using to to fight back with British. So the British now used rockets. When the rocket landed in Oba Palace, they thought maybe God want to come from heaven. All of them vanished. So both their medicine men, all of them escaped. The Oba of Benin was their second god. They escaped to go and hide. When the British came to Benin, they were looking for the Oba. They didn't see him. And the man who lead them there one was General Moore. The other one was called Captain Philip. And they came with a group of Hausa soldiers. Not there were few, but it was Hausa soldiers who were majority that they came alongside with. So when they came, they were not happy. They didn't find the Oba. So they ransacked that palace. When they ransacked the palace, they packed some of all those bronze. Not only the palace, so they started, those chiefs who were supporting the Oba in this human sacrifice, they went to their respective homes. They set them on fire. They burn. You know what is these white men? They are very angry. You kill their own people. They burn down those their houses. The Oba Palace, they set the Oba Palace on fire. All those juju they were using to using human being to serve them, the British burned down those shrines. And do you know what they find out? It took the British a month to remove human corpse from the forests. The British were now asking them that how come a lot of human corpses are in everywhere? Then the medicine man was telling them that they use almost about 3,000 people for human sacrifice, to which that is to when they do this, the British will not know route to come to to Benin. This one will block their way. So the British people were so scared. According to the book, the palace was smelling of human corpse. They were now removing all those corpse. They even hang people. And there was one young man who they saved. That man was to be killed for human sacrifice. It's one on Shekiri from the other tribe. They free him. They set them free. And this present governor of our state today, the father of this governor is from Delta State. It's from the Delta North, where this the VP to Atiku come from. That is that place the father come from. So the father was a trader many years ago. He was a trader. So the Oba Abini find out that the man was successful. Anytime they see the successful people, they will take them. He make him a chief. So when the British came, do you know? See, they said the British didn't try them, give them fair justice. The British gave them fair justice. Do you know what the British did? The general language that we used to trade with the British, the Yoruba language. The Oba Abini, and there's no Oba Abini doesn't speak Yoruba language because they migrated from Yoruba. They met us in that land. So what the British did, they brought the same Yoruba to be interpreting the language from Yoruba to English. There is no Bini chief who doesn't speak Yoruba because there was a set of that place, they were their language, because the Oba Bini are Yoruba people and they were still maintaining their language when the British people came. So what they did, the Oba of Bini ran away. So they were looking for him. So on a very good day, after about 3 months, the Oba of Bini came with his 90 wives. Those one was with him. And look at what they recorded. About 400 or something slaves castrated. You know, castrate. You know what is castrated? An animal, they will remove the testes. Those its guard, they were castrated like animals. They were not even putting on clothes. Look at the type of life they are talking about. And those women, they were putting on clothes with bead on their heads. And the British was shocked. What type of barbarism is this? And the grandfather of this very governor was a very young man, about 20-something years. And those chiefs that were arrested by the British, they were tried according to their rule they play. Those one who play very dangerous rule were hanged to death. Those one who didn't play any rule were set free. And the father of this governor was about 20-something years old, and he was tried and he was found not guilty. So he became a friend and he started working with the British. The British love him, and the British make him the deputy governor of that very province, Benin province, comprising of Edo and Delta. He was the deputy, he was the second in command to the British. That was his position as at then. So some people said he could have rejected that offer. That make him a betrayer. Do you see the nonsense that we are saying? Could have rejected and go and kill himself because of Oba. Then the Oba of Benin, when the Oba of Benin surrounded himself, and he went to go, the British told him to go and sleep in the house of the grandfather of this governor. You know, the British, anything they are doing, you must go to courts. They don't do that. They don't do jungle justice. They bring the Oba before the judiciary. They told the Oba to defend himself with that Yoruba language, because he speaks Yoruba language very fluently. That's there is the great grandfather of this very Oba. So they find out that the Oba Benin was guilty of those crimes. He was the one who sent them to kill innocent people. And look at what the British said to the Oba. They say, we are not prosecuting you because you were defending yourself when we are coming, but we are prosecuting you because of those innocent people you kill. And even one of them that you captured, why, as a prisoner of war, why did you use him for human sacrifice? And the British even made a very big mistake. Instead of the British to have executed that man, the British put him to prison in Calabar. That's where he died. And the British abolished this Oba not to ever exist again in the history of this world. Why we are saying all these things? The reason why you see when you mention that name, everybody will shock, because anywhere there is barbarism, anywhere there is horror, people is always afraid. I am from that very tribe, and the Oba of Benin is not from our land; it came from the Yoruba. But we are not fighting for this. But I am fighting for those Yoruba. Even the Yoruba people who came alongside with him many years ago, the Shekiri people, they are living in Warri, they came alongside with the father of this very Oba. But look at how the Oba of Benin is treating them today. It's treating them very horror. Okay, look at what about me. I don't insult people. When I challenge him, like in my states, we have 7 local governments in my Edo South. According to Nigeria Constitution, 5% of local government allocation will be given to the traditional rulers. Do you know the traditional rulers we have in that 7 local governments? Oba Obini sideline all. Him alone is the one receiving this 5%. He's the richest traditional ruler in Nigeria. He's collecting about 15 million naira from each local government, about 7 local government. He doesn't account to anybody. The whole companies we have in Edo State, 90% is situated in Edo South. He's collecting money from those companies every year. We have no less than about 400 oil wells in Edo State. Each oil well, they are paying direct money to his accounts. And you, like in the north, when a woman is pregnant, it can go to the nearest emir or another yafa. You go and solicit for help. They will give you food or take your hospital bill. Nobody have ever go to this man for food. They don't give. They say, do you know what they call us? They say, I don't want to go into our history. They say we are slaves. So you see, these people you are talking about, somebody who came from Yoruba land and is now telling us that we are slaves for many years. And we even have a traditional ruler, like where I come from now, we have a king. He met our king there. They fought about many years ago, they reached an agreement that they will not fight again. But as I speak to you today, our king, the Oba Abini, is telling our king that our king should go and be his own slave. Not even his own junior, a slave. This is what we are passing. You see, if you come to Germany here, I have to be frank with you. If you come to Germany here, come to Asylum House. If they said the people that are from Nigeria, they are 100%, 98% of these asylum seekers, they are from my state. Are we the poorest state in Nigeria? We are the 6th richest state in Nigeria. But people are not asking, why are we running away? They say it's bad government. It's not bad government. Look, I am from my state. Okay, look what some of the problem we are facing now. Like the village before my village, the Oba Obini single-handedly sold that village for 7 billion. He sold that village, a village where half people came from that village. He sold that village for 7 billion naira to a company. The name of the company is Nigeria Brewery. You know Nigeria Brewery that produces all those alcohol. He sold the village, and nobody dare ask him. This is what he's also doing. Now he will put his brother. He will carry about 7 villages. He put one of his brother or 4 villages. He says he's creating a dukedom. With that, what I know, in the north, if you want to create an emirate council, it is the local government, a state government. But him is the one creating creating emirates in our state. The governor is powerless. This is what I've been saying. Okay, what did I do? When I was criticizing him for all those wrongdoing, first and foremost, he offered me millions of nairas. I said, no, I cannot take money when my people are suffering. When I refused to take the money, he went to go and captured my father. My father was taken to his palace. My father is a 7 years old man. My father was beaten up in his palace. My father was kept in his palace for 7 days. After beating my father for 7 days, they poisoned my father. My father went to my father died. As I speak to you, since last year, August, my father is in the mortuary. I have not buried him. They are now telling me that if I come to Nigeria, they will also kill me. This is what I have been telling my governor. I said, if I am ready to go to Nigeria, I will call. I have the phone number of my governor. If we have a government in Edo State, how can that man be doing all those things? When you challenge him, he will kill you. What is the crime of my father? People are saying Fulani. The problem we have in Edo State, is it Fulani that is causing? That's what I was asking the people. Is it Fulani people that are driving us away from our home? You cannot farm in your village. The Oba Abini said he owns your village. How can you own our village? We don't talk. People are so scared. That's why we are saying we need a government who will carry everybody along. I'm a very truthful, I'm a very honest person. So let us go to the Peter Obi issue. When I watched Galadima was talking, he was saying the truth. This is what I have been saying. You cannot jump up. You cannot just start from up. You have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. Galadima have came out today and said the truth. I am the first person who started telling our people the truth. Look at some of our brother from East. They are calling me. Peter Obi is your brother. I said, yes. Even me, I'm even fighting for Peter Obi. I'm fighting for him. Say something, sir. Continue, sir. We are hearing you. Go on, sir.
Yeah, so regarding the issue of that, Peter Obi, you watched the video of Kwankwaso.
Yes.
Where he was talking about the Labour Party presence.
Yes.
You understand? What Kwankwaso was saying is exactly what he was telling them. It's just that they didn't listen. They didn't listen to you. They didn't want to hear it from you. But you are so analytical that whatever you are saying is what all those big politicians are saying.
Yes.
Peter Obi cannot be president of Nigeria with Labour Party. He can be president of Nigeria in APC or in TDP, but you cannot win any election in Nigeria.
Okay.
In the regional election, you cannot win with any party outside ADC and PDP. They all tried and failed. Even Kwankwaso know that he cannot even win. He may win Kano for governorship.
Yes, for governorship election, yes.
But he cannot, even for presidential election, he cannot even get 25% income. Because people know that he is not going to win. So they are not going to waste their votes. And what you are seeing today, where one group was recommending Rupai, how many people have you seen online abusing that group?
Nobody.
Have you seen anybody from North abusing that group?
No. Nobody did it.
That is because we don't abuse our elders. Even when they are wrong, we don't abuse them. You see, but imagine if Ohenazi say they are endorsing somebody other than Peter Obi.
Yes.
What will happen?
There will be insults.
Social media will be on fire. They will be abusing them.
Do you know what Peter Obi said yesterday? You know, I said Obi must caution this IPOB sympathizer followers. Otherwise, this is how Boko Haram started. I said it. Immediately I said it. I found out that Obi have came out to caution them that he didn't say them to be doing all these things because immediately I said it. I have heard Obi saying it to cautioning them because look what we are saying now. People are saying when they called me on the phone and say, please don't your threat will not do anything. I live in a safe country. But what I'm trying to tell you is that please let us play politics of a football game. If AC Milan and Manchester play, they will not kill themselves. Maybe if you don't win this time around, you may win next time. This is a politics of unity. If you win next time, I may win. That is how politics is. But this politics of extremism, this is how Boko Haram started in the north. I've been saying this thing, people don't listen to me. I say, if people like us don't come out to use our program to de-radicalize those extremists who are trying to bring extremism into politics, this will lead to another dimension that we cannot control. It will lead to a fire. This is what I'm telling them. Say, look, this is what we are saying. Say, yes, go on, sir.
And you know my brother.
Yes.
You know my brother.
Yes.
Do you know why the impact of Boko Haram is not much felt as it should have? Do you know why?
No.
Because the havoc of Boko Haram, most of the people in Maiduguri are farmers. So the land is there. Even the destruction, somebody can destroy your house. All you need is a new mod to go and rebuild the house. Or you can go and rebuild the house. Once you rebuild the house, is there. Your land is there. You can still go back to farm.
Yes.
But in the southeast, they are businessmen. They are business people. If their businesses is destroyed, many of them will be poor forever for the rest of their lives.
Yes, that is true.
There is no going back. So in the north here, most of our people, they are farmers. Their farm is there. So even with insecurity, once the insecurity is finished, people will go back to farm and they will get whatever they have. In fact, their farm will be even more fertile.
Yes.
Because now it has not been used for many years.
Yes.
But for people who are businessmen, once you lose your business, that is gone for you. Some people, it is forever. They may never recover from that. So why am I saying this? Please and please, our Eastern brothers, listen to the advice of people who are trying to advise you. Don't take things to extreme level. there is always room for dialogue. Dialogue. Like
And
dialogue.
Atiku is our in-law. You know, Atiku marry our sister.
He is.
Our in-law. You
And
see, that is what they are telling them. Say it's our in-law. Isn't the Atiku our sister have a child for Atiku? I said, let us vote for our in-law. We are going to benefit from it. And you see what we are saying now. And this coming election, I say, oh, this is our in-law. See, those ones they are just making noise on election. Before the election, they see all of them will not change. I know my people. When they are on this will come out now. Now, see, there's something that make me happy. Some people will call me, are you that we know is a straightforward person. How come now? Have they bribed you? And I said, no, nobody bribed me. But the truth of the matter is that let us try Atiku, because we have known Atiku for many years. We have not known him to be an ethnic bigot or bigot. Because when Atiku was a vice president, he was a friend of those governors. Many people were going to him. They never know whether it's a Fulani or if I was even thinking it's an Hausa man, or I never know he was a Fulani or Hausa. But the man doesn't play the politics of a tribal. The man is our brother.
No. He's not. And you know, you were mentioning some of his achievements earlier.
Yes.
You forget so many of them. Atiku is the one who was in charge of that poverty eradication program of Obasanjo.
Okay.
You understand? He was also the one who was driving the formation of that economic team,
yes,
which brought about Ngozi and the rest of them.
Yes, and then El-Rufai.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes, and El-Rufai and this guy, even Sanusi was later recommended by him to Ado Ibn. You understand? So yes, even Solodu, it was Atiku. I think it was Atiku who recommended him to Obasanjo at that time. Okay. You understand? So, and the problem that Atiku is even facing is that yesterday I was watching one cleric here and he is the most extreme cleric here in Sokoto.
Okay.
He was saying that Atiku, he came to the conclusion that Atiku is the most criticized candidate in the history of Nigeria.
Okay.
Because in the northern Nigeria, Northerners are saying that Atiku belongs to Igbo people.
Yes, that because the last election he win the whole Igbo land. He win the whole Igbo land. That's why Buhari was very angry. Now I say, you didn't vote for me. Eh?
Yes, and you see now
yes,
that Atiku has higher chance,
yes,
people are abandoning him.
Yes.
They are starting another project.
Yes.
You understand? The project they started, which was Atiku, they are now leaving that project uncompleted. They are going to another one. And when Atiku come win, you see they will have nowhere to hold because now it is the South. And let me even say this. I think South are the smartest politicians in Nigeria.
Okay.
You know why? They don't make noise. They don't come and they don't demand anything. They just stay there. Like you see, Jonathan is, even in APC, Jonathan was the consensus.
Yes.
Up to the point that Tinubu was saying that it is my right, I have to get it.
Yes.
He was the consensus. You understand? Northerners, they say, okay, so Northerners want to be president. They know they cannot claim it. It has to go to South. They say, okay, who can we have that? Everybody from South was quiet. Nobody was saying anything.
Yes.
They say, okay, let's give it to South. Let's give it to Jonathan. You understand?
Yes.
So now you look at the politics. South produced vice president. South had chairman party.
Yes.
South had a president. South even are going to have vice president maybe if Atiku win. What did the South decide?
Atiku have already won, not if you win. For me, it's a president elect. Atiku, you see, there's something I want to tell you. In the beginning like this, because when Nnamdi Kanu was in London, he brought out my picture. He posted it on his wall. He tell his followers, he said they should be listening to me. He say I'm a very nice person. He told them that what I am saying is making sense. You understand? So that is truth. You see, the reason why they are here, anytime I come, sometimes 50,000, 20,000, thousands of them they are watching. See, if people are criticizing you, they have interest in you. But when they keep criticizing you, maybe after some time they will have a rethink, because the election is still far. And I want to promise one thing today, that you see, I will be the least person to insult Obi. Obi is my elder brother. Politics, there is no permanent enemy in politics. It's all about permanent interest. If Obi win tomorrow, I will come out and congratulate him. Congratulations, my senior brother. Obi, you are my elder brother. So I am using this opportunity to tell those our IPOB supporters, please, since people said we want a change, let us change for the goods. We are still Nigerians. If you will say you want restructuring, anything we want, let us tell our elders, say, we have to sit with our elders. We have a Fenifere. In the West, we have a Fenifere, and there are Yoruba cousin of elders. Anything they talk, President must listen. We also have the Ohanese in Igbo. Our Igbo brothers must listen to their elders. And we also have Pandif in South South. Only Pandif. EK Clark is our leader there. So this EK Clark will tell us we have elders from this side. We also say this. Let us sit down together. If we need to reform, we will reform. If we say, oh, this constitution we are using is not good, we want to rewrite it again. Oh, we have educated people who will rewrite it again. Because, today I have received many calls from our Igbo brothers. I asked them, do you want Biafra or you want Peter Obi? They say they want good Nigeria. I said, truth. I swear to God who made me. Many of our Igbo brothers, they're not even talking about Biafra anymore. They're even saying that they want good governance. Now, everybody is tired. Everybody is tired. We want good governments. They asked me, you are living in Germany. You are living in Germany. Don't you see the way life is over there? I said, yes, don't worry. A Rome was not built in a day. So that's what I'm doing here. I am not here to come and insult Tinubu. I say Tinubu is my father. Anytime I go to Nigeria, if I'm opportune to see him, I will go and visit him. I will not use my platform to condemn him. That's what I'm telling you. This our program. We are also having a program of de-radicalization. That is what we are trying to do. Some of our brothers who are radicalized.
And do you know what?
Yes.
I think they are using Peter Obi. I think the Nigerian politicians are using him.
Yes.
To stabilize the East.
Yes, they are using him.
Because if you remember,
yes,
the narrative was no election.
Yes.
You understand? Now he sent them Oyi. He said, okay, now he's contesting.
You know what make me to laugh? You know what make me laugh? I was born in 1970s. I'm 40-something years. So I have witnessed the election of Nigeria. If you want to win as a president, you must win Kano. No president have ever won Nigeria president without winning Kano. If you can target Kano and Lagos and Kaduna, you are already a president. See,
Borno, don't forget Borno.
The main place they usually target on election: Kano number 1, Lagos number 2, Kaduna number 3, Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
If you can get hold in one of all those areas, or if you can get 3 in those places, you are president. When they ask these people, say, oh, look what these people are doing. They will go to somewhere like Kaduna. They will just call some Alwajiri. They will give them like 2,000 naira to chop. They will give them a paper. They will say, they will be They will come out. They will come out. You know why some of them are attacking me? Let me just open up to them. You see, this Obi project was built on frauds. Some people now have started claiming they are the coordinator in Zamfara, whereby there is not like Labour Party in Zamfara. So some people have already started claiming they are the coordinator of Obi campaign team in what do you call it, in Bayelsa. So they want to go and collect money. So now that people are like me are now coming out. You see, there was a video I showed today where one man called Samonekma. He will tell you, they say Peter Obi is not contesting election. He said, as I know. The man is an Igbo man. He say Peter Obi is not contesting election. I said, they want to kill me. When they saw that video, I was playing the video today. When I was playing it, when they saw it, they were shocked. You can look at the comment now. They have reduced the insult. They have reduced the insult. And this is what we continue to do until our people we now play politics of happiness, not no bitterness. That is what we stand for. If you are calling that Obi will win, me myself, I will say yes, Obi will win. I will tell you yes, he will win. I will not fight you for that. Say it, he will win. I will support you. But I will say my own opinion. Say your own, I say my own. Yes.
Even in the north, the largest number of people who are voting, they are women. And more than 60%, more than 70% of all the votes casted are from women. Because naturally, men don't stay. Because in the election day, you know how the election day is.
Yes.
You can go to the polling booth and stay there for more than 10 hours before you cast your votes. So women are the only one who can enjoy to stay under that sun and vote. You understand? And I can bet you more than 99.9% of women in northern Nigeria don't know what is
okay.
And more than 50% will not even locate the logo of the Labour Party.
Okay. Oh, this is very funny. Okay.
And you don't even have the structure. You don't have, when you say structure, I hear some people call you and say that the people are the structure. No, it is not. You have to have ward executives, polling unit executives,
okay,
LG executives,
okay,
state executives.
Okay.
You don't even have chairman. You don't even have office. You don't even have candidates.
No, they tell me some of them will call me.
So even if you are going to send your money,
yes,
why are you going to give your money?
You know, there was a last time, 2019. I called Showore. That was last 3 years. I called Showore. I said, you want to collect money? I said, but my people, they are suffering. You can't collect this money. And they started donating this money. I was calling Showore, please stop collecting this money. Now these people they don't even have document. They are living in an asylum house. The people they know in Italy, where you live in an asylum house, they pay you 70 euro. Some pay you 100 euro. And the Showore recruited some social media experts. This one will come on live and say that if you pay money to Showore is going to go to Italy Prime Minister and tell them to share document for all of you. They started paying the money.
If you remember, there was fight between the AC and the name of the fight,
AAC, yes.
There was a fight between the national chairman and the
Showore because of the money.
Yes, the money generator is supposed to be for the party activities.
And he was using a private account to collect this money.
So that was a fight. The one was saying that the donation should be for the party,
yes,
not for the candidate. And then the candidate was there and chopping the money.
Yes, now.
I know they even wanted to go to court. Maybe he settled them and then the thing come slow down.
This is what we are saying. See, today I'm one of the happiest man. I see when I saw that Simon Ekpa was telling them that this man is not contesting the election. This man, all of them. And when I was playing the video, they were calling me. I say, as Simon Ekpa is saying it too. I'm not the one who is not saying it. I was playing it for them to see. Say Obi is not contesting the election. He knew he's not contesting the election. He want to pull weight so that they will settle him. You know, when in politics is a game of number. Like the way he's pulling weight now, maybe Tinubu may likely call him, my brother, this weight you are pulling, let us give you Minister of Tourism. We will win. And we will also give you some money. Give us this. So thank you very much. I'm so very happy. Thank you. God bless you. So if anybody want to call in, you can call in. Please, thank you. Let us go on.
So to become the president and Chief Peter Obi becomes his vice president, it means at the time Senator Kwankwaso will be finishing, even if it is 8 years, Chief Peter Obi would have been 67, 68, therefore strong enough to run for the president of Nigeria. Additionally, I want people to know that the development strides that Kwankwaso had done in Kano is unprecedented, and the kind of economy that Peter Obi had managed as governor of Anambra is
Let's speak with the presidential candidate of the NNPP, a former governor of Kano State and a former Minister of Defense, Senator Robbie Musu Kwankwaso. Thank you so much for joining us
Sure,
tonight.
thank you very
I know
much.
you had a rough ride. You're
Yeah.
coming straight from the airport.
Yeah.
But thanks for making it tonight.
Thank you.
Have you agreed with Mr. Peter Obi on aligning or joining forces?
Thank you very much, Sean. Well, for now, we are discussing with so many people, individuals, groups.
Hello. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. I don't know if are you still live?
Yes, I'm here.
Or what time did you tell it come online? Huh?
I'm here, sir.
You are?
Yes, I'm online.
Okay. 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 I'm watching you on YouTube live.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and
I
YouTube
have some-
together. I'm both Facebook, YouTube, all of them. I join all together. I'm not there.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm watching you right now. Yeah, I have a little comments. You know, I heard the last caller that called, and you guys can move it to where I don't know whether I say excited or a little bit of caricature of Obi's into the politics, and maybe you guys know more than I do.
Okay.
But everything seemed very real, and I can tell you honestly speaking, because this guy, one thing everybody know about him is being honest, very honest.
Okay.
And whatever he speaks, he asks you to go ahead and verify.
Okay.
And the people that are really around him, they're really around him for the fact that he's been very honest.
Okay.
He is not here for money. He had opportunity when he was a governor of Anambra to collect all the money he could, but he didn't.
Okay,
So,
Oga, sorry, sir. You see, Simon Ekpa came out, he brought out some proof that Peter Obi was a governor for Anambra State for 8 years. He have, what do you call that paper? Panama. They find out that Peter Obi was having $500 million in Panama. Throughout these 8 years, he saved money. He said he saved money for Anambra State. But there was no single project Peter Obi did in Anambra State for that 8 years. He said he pays salary. So, like, when you are talking about project governor, you see people like Dave Umahi. He said he have a $500 million. They were asking him, he dodged the question. Where do you see $500 million from? You see, so the problem we are having, this man is very sent, he sent, Joseph is sent to be. See, Simon Ekpa brought out the Panama paper today, and yesterday was showing everybody. Peter Obi come out to debunk it. Even the way they were asking Peter Obi, your name, and you have $500 million in Panama. And he jumped it, he started answering another question. You see, these are problems we are talking about. Say Peter Obi is sent.
No, it's not. Listen, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
Let me jump in. I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
Simon Ekpa, I hate him with all the passion.
I beg with my brother, don't hate him.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you the truth. Let me tell you.
Okay.
He is accusing Obi did a whole lot. I'm from Anambra, and I know what he did. Mind you, Anambra, you see, came number one in education, almost the whole West Africa.
Okay.
Obi was the one that did that. All the whole roads in Anambra, they were all built and connected. It was Obi that did it during his own time. There were electricity put on the streets.
Obi himself said it.
Listen to this.
Nigeria is criminalized. It's a criminalized country. He said it himself. So the reason why nobody is talking about this particular Pandora document is because a lot of people are involved. So if you go for Obi, you are going to expose some many Fulanis like Atiku and Co. So they don't want it to, they don't want people to talk about it. Otherwise, ask yourself, is this a defense? Is what Obi said now a defense? Because he's not telling you that a banker advised him. So do you understand what I'm saying? Excuses is not acceptable in criminal offense. I don't know. It's an excuse. Somebody advised me. It's not an excuse. After all, the people who...
This is Obi you are praising. I'm not saying Obi is a criminal.
No, it's not.
I am not saying so, sir. It's a money by say bring the Panama paper. Are you debunking the Panama paper?
Let me tell you what he's saying. He's saying that the reason Obi went into politics was because he didn't have enough. Because somebody asked him, you have something like 500 million. He said, if I have that amount, why am I here? So he was just trying to.
But so let us be honest. I'm an honest man. You saw when he was reading the Panama paper, Obi Gregory, they used font capital letter to open those accounts. He used his name, Peter.
Okay.
He used his wife's name. I never know his wife's name. There's a daughter name and the son name, Gregory, to open a panel. And he was in office when he opened this office. According to how he was. See, I am not trying to say. See. Let us be honest.
So
what time was they said? He named Peter Obi information. He brought it out from Panama. It was the money he kept in Panama. It was when he was a governor he opened that account. According to the Nigeria criminal laws, it's a criminal offense. By doing that, when you are a governor of a state, you cannot. I don't know how he interpreted all those laws in Nigeria. I know it was truth. See, when we are saying Obi, that is how Oshomole came to put Edo State into debt. When we were hailing Oshomole, I'm not saying Peter Obi is the bad man. No. I'm talking about my states. Oshomole went to go and borrow billions of nairas. Look at Edo State today, we are indebted. What did he do with the money?
Do you know why Obi was impeached 3 times when he was the governor? That was still because of money. He wasn't into sharing money. Obi had a trace record.
I am not fighting his record, though. I always show you what Monica said.
Yes. I understand. The reason I'm saying that, look, you just have to look about this. It's Simon. Because when I saw it yesterday, when that broadcast from Simon, and I asked myself, if you tell somebody not to fetch here, then you need to tell him where does he have to fetch. There are 3 evils there that you saw.
So Obi have $500 million in a Panama account. What is he doing? Why can't he use that? Okay, look at Dangote now. Look, see, let us be honest with ourselves. We are the one killing ourselves. Look at Dangote now. Look at Dangote now. He's building companies everywhere, employing people. Obi have $500 million in the Panama. What is it? Look at people of Anambra, they are suffering. Show me the company Obi built in Anambra State.
$500 million.
Dollars.
That Anambra's money. Dollars.
What are you doing with this money in Panama? Where do you make this money from? Do you make this money from Panama? Why can't you use this money to change the life of Anambra? Why can't you go and build company in Anambra?
This guy had been a businessman for a long time. This guy was also in London. He conducted whatever. He's been a bank manager for social. But let me.
What impact have been created now? What impact have been created now? Yes.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes.
Let's assume that Simon Ekpa was saying all this about Obi. My next question is that, okay, are you trying to let people know that Obi is not a good president? Okay, if that's what you're trying to prove, no, he's not going to be a good president. Okay, good. Then tell them who's going to be the next good president. Are you?
No, sir. The one that interests me inside, what I play. When I was talking about Obi, people wanted to kill me. When Samuel was talking about Obi, that's why I say, Samuel also talk about Obi. I'm not the only person. No. That is my Igbo brother. You understand? So when somebody talk about Obi, you can talk about Atiku. Atiku is corrupt. Atiku is this. No fool animal will come and attack you. But immediately you talk about Obi, why must you talk about Obi? I'm from Anambra State. I know this man very well. When he was a governor of Anambra State, he built a helicopter, he built an airport on top of the sea. All those things.
Simon Ekpa is not from Anambra State. I am from Anambra. And I can can tell you the difference.
Which company did this man build in Anambra State? Show me the companies.
Yeah, listen, we never had unemployment. The students, they all came out. If you so many schools.
All those one you are talking about. Show me not build school. Are people not see suffering in those states?
Let me tell you the source of income that you gotta know. See the students, when you have polished students that come out.
Okay, we don't have the polished students in those states now.
They are ready to contribute to the economy of any country because they have their brain.
Can you compare the educational level of Edo State to Anambra? Don't you know Edo State is more better than Anambra in terms of education? Go and check it. Go and check the education of Edo State compared to Anambra. It's better than Anambra. What did Peter Obi did in Anambra about education? Go and check Edo State. It's better than Anambra. What did Peter Obi did in Anambra?
Let's take facts now. Let's say fact. When Obi was there, Anambra was the first in the whole West Africa. I'm not talking about Nigeria. You check the record. It's right there.
Okay. All those things you are saying now, when somebody went to school, maybe Anambra carry first. Somebody must carry first. If you carry first this year, the other year, another person carry first. What did Obi did in Anambra State? Tell me one. Tell me what he did. Not maybe Anambra carry first for NECO. That's what we are saying. What did he did in Anambra State?
Let me tell you how you make that comparison. When you come into power and the Anambra is just the poorest and they are not doing anything. And
what did he have to show for it now? Nothing. What did he do in Onitsha? Show me what he did in Onitsha. I'm not be going to Onitsha every time. It was Chris Ngige who did Anambra State, not Obi. Let us be frank with ourselves. Let us tell ourselves the truth. It was Chris Ngige who started doing all those, doing a lot of things in Anambra State.
That's another name for that man. That Ngige is the most stupid person. When it comes to Anambra,
okay,
he needs to be shot. Somebody needs to shoot him because I hate that man with passion too. He is not nobody.
We are talking about governor who work in Anambra State. Let me tell you the governor I know work in the East. Ebano. Namani did a lot of this. Ebano. That was then. Namani started this job. Dave Umahi is doing a very great job. You will remember. You see this governor that left
you're talking about
Anambra.
These people now. Dave Umahi put nothing. Dave Umahi, you don't know how much money he put. When he finished and comes out and the ESCC or whatever, that's what you're gonna know.
Anambra State is richer than Ebonyi State. Anambra State is richer than Ebonyi State. But go and look at what David Umahi did in Ebonyi State. If it's only the business you have in Anambra State, collect tax, then Ebonyi State have this type of business. See, let me be true. Obi. What can you show that Obi did? Even James Ibori, they say James Ibori is a thief. Go to Delta State, go and see what James Ibori did in Delta State.
Let me tell you what Obi did. What Obi did is this guy is not hiding anywhere. He's on the TV. For anybody who wants to come, he says anybody who wants to come and say that everything he said is not true, let the person come and challenge
there was my friend. There was one of my friends in Benin when I was in Benin. When I was in Benin, this my friend is from Anambra State. So Peter Obi's wife is a brother to Peter Obi's wife. He was having a shop in Mission Road, Benin. He was selling all those machine parts, repairing those machines, doing those things. Immediately Obi win. That man is a multi-millionaire now. They don't share money. He was a brother to the people. If I lie, let God ask me what I'm saying now. That was truth.
Okay.
You're praising Obi, he education. Oh God, forget those what you are saying. Show me what he did. Like James Ibori, when James Ibori was the governor of Delta State. From Benin to Ouara, I was going to Ouara every time. I was having a friend in Ouara. I'm just what I saw in Ouara. He tied all the old roads in Ouara to bush. He built Niger Western Delta University, very big university there. He built Otefe Poly. He built a naval. Do you know? About what do you do? People do something now. He don't do nothing. Just they say he upgrade university. God, forget our stories. God, let us be true to ourselves. He say he save money.
Okay, let me
what do you do? Don't do nothing.
The little thing I have to say to you is that the life. What you need to know is that the life
when Obi was there. Everybody, compare the life when Obi was there to the life of all these people you're talking about today.
You cannot show me one thing Obi did. That's the problem we are facing. What did Obi did nothing. Hello?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, yes, you're welcome.
Yes, I want to use this opportunity to thank you. I want to respond to that guy.
Speak louder. Put your phone where so I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Put on where, sir?
Can you hear me now?
And let us manage it like this.
Okay. So I was like, the reason why I called is because of the guy that you are talking to.
Yes.
Right now. So if actually Obi did something, why is it that the native settler of Anambra is leaving Anambra to other states to seek for greener pasture? Why?
Okay.
Okay, another question. You are from Edo State. I am from Delta State.
Okay.
You understand? We are very, very
close,
familiar with ourselves as a neighboring state.
Yes.
Historically. Okay. Like, most of the people you see in Edo and most of the Igbo people you see in Edo and Delta, when you ask them, where are you from? They will say they are from Anambra. Okay.
Yes.
What is kicking them out of Anambra? If so, Obi actually did it when he was the governor.
Okay. Guy, they listen, you know.
You understand?
Yes.
There's no evidence. Okowa is more politically sophisticated. Like, Okowa is more knowledgeable than Peter Obi. Listen, we're not trying to play tribal sentiment to what these guys need to understand that for you to want other people to accept you, you have to be kind to other people. And politics is a game of number. There's nothing like emotional balance here.
Yes.
It's a business. You have to support based on your interest, the fact that we favor you.
Yes.
You understand? So if they are claiming that Obi did something, we did not see anything. Most people that live in Igbo land are from Anambra. What is the struggle that Obi did? Obi did not do anything. All these things are just propaganda.
He just carried the money for inside bank. He go save them for Panama. That was the truth. He saved Anambra money in Panama.
That bank, which business? What kind of business did Obi did that gave him that kind of money? Look at
$500 million.
Our currency, Nigerian currency. There must be something illegal. Okay, you want to say that he has worked in the bank. Like, are you saying that you stole people's money?
Just imagine $500 million. Do you know how many billions with that one?
Yes. How many business? How many business? There's no much business in Nigeria where you say you give a lot of people loans, so you're getting money from interest.
Even Gem here, you cannot get $500 million. How can you get? Even though you say, why can you get that $500 million? Where did he get the money from?
Let's tell ourselves. This, look at Okowa. Okowa became the first Anyoma governor in Delta State. The first Anyoma governor in Delta State. Very smart man. He doesn't make noise. Like, we in South, we have a very different way of thinking. Like, we are not like, if you want to bring it down to who is more rugged, like, you understand, we are there. But when it comes to something serious like politics issue, we play it with sense.
Yes, we don't fight.
Your neighbors,
yes,
and want them to accept you just like that.
Look at what they are doing now. Just look at what some of them are doing. No way. You enter a vehicle, you didn't pay for the person, you started fighting the person, you say the person will show you PVC. What is the meaning of this?
My brother,
is that not radicalization?
My brother, I am from Delta State. In the coast that they say the most people part of Delta State, Delta North. I'm telling you, if I go to Anambra right now, brother, fear will not allow me to look at Bobo to see if the Bobo has right. They will just use catapult and stone my head. I'm telling you. You don't welcome other people. How do you want other people to welcome you? We are not trying to play.
Are you sure what you are saying? That if in the other part of the East, they don't tolerate another people easily?
They don't tolerate. But if the whole Nigeria accommodated them very well. Like, they say, listen, like the worst thing that happened to them in this IPOB, this emergence of IPOB, this partisan group. You know, they are the people destroying the Igbo's reputation. Like, Igbos need to stop that IPOB this thing, what they are doing their way right now. So that's what I have to say, brother.
Thank you very much,
So
sir.
much.
God bless you.
The offshore account and all that are bankers. So the question is, this particular investment of Obi, does it violate Nigeria law? That is the question. It does not matter who advised you and who did not advise you. So Obi admitted of offshore. Now, this is a man, even though he is importing this and importing that, he used the money he should have used to develop Anambra State to invest. A typical business Igbo man, as they call them. He used it to invest. When he was leaving, he said he left money. Money was in the bank account of Anambra State for the next governor Obiano to come to squander it. Because he is not a leader. He is a saver. A financial, I don't know whether I would call him economist. Even economist. What are you doing if you can save?
Yes, hello, my brother.
Hello, sir.
Listen, I'm trying to find the objectives here. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I'm gonna tell you something about Obido. In Anambra, as you know, he left surplus. This guy is a banker.
It was a saver. He came to save money for Anambra.
In Anambra State.
Where the money meant to be saved or meant to be used to develop, to create job opportunity. Which job the opportunity did he create for Anambra? Which company did he build in Anambra?
He was a banker.
Which company? It was a banker. He turned Anambra State to a banker.
No. Himself, he was employed as a banker, mind you. Obi was a banker before
people that are supposed to be governing in the president in Nigeria, people like David Mahi and Soludo, these are people that have with questionable character. He ruled as a governor of Anambra State for 8 years. He took the money to Panama Bank. Say want to invest, want to save. Where is the money?
Let me ask you something. What I ask you is that after examination of everything, Anambra was not losing any money.
You don't understand. You just save money. The money we are made to build industry, to create jobs. You didn't build which industry? Show me the company Peter Obi built in Anambra State. People are now working. Are you not living in the Western world? They don't build company there. Show me the foreign investors Peter Obi brought to Anambra State.
Let me show you something in Pure. Let's take example. Airport, right?
You live Obiano. What did Peter Obi did in Anambra State? Show me one.
Let's talk about industry. Let me just give you an example of what you're talking about industry. Let's say, okay, Willie Obiano comes out now. You guys say, hey, he built airport. That airport, when he ran one day, nobody can go there. The very day he ran, that place was a useless place. Very useless place.
I'm not talking about Obiano. What did Peter Obi did? At least they see the one Obiano did. Obiano even did one, rain spoil it. Show me one of Peter Obi.
What Obiano did, which is something that you guys are not.
No, I am not supporting Obiano against him. He even tried. What the Obi?
Obiano improved the life of the people in Anambra. They have the roads, they have the lights. Education was good.
Oh God, all those one is not improvements. What did he did? Nothing.
Million for somebody to come and squander it. There is no electricity. There is no road network in Anambra. There is no equipped hospital. There is no school that is well equipped. Everything is complete rubbish. And then you use the money to run your banking business. Only for somebody the same will be to come today and tell you he is the economics. He want to save Nigerian money. So if Obi become the president to the detriment of Ndi Igbo, and Obi become president to for against your own freedom, Obi will go to Obi will go to Abuja and say, oh, immigration, you are losing a lot of money to print Nigeria passport. How much do you use to print Nigeria passport? They said they are using 1 billion to print Nigeria passport. Okay, let us minimize the pages so we can save 500,000 or 500 million. We will cut 500 million there. Obi will go to custom. How much do you generate in Nigeria Port Authority? We generate this amount. Okay, now can we increase it so that you will make more money from there? How much is so he will go there and start saving money. Because when they are talking about this thing, it baffles me. Look at him here admitting that he invested in the offshore company from the advice he got from his banker. Now listen to him again.
Thank you. Number one is that I'm not guilty. Trust company is a legitimate vehicle used everywhere globally for investment, savings, and estate planning purposes. It's allowed by law everywhere.
All right.
In my particular case and of my family, it was done on very valuable advice of our then bankers.
Listen to that too. In the case of him and his families, which means I'm going to read the paper here. It means that his family also were involved because I have read the document where the daughter's name was mentioned. So it was because of valuable advice from bankers. So that valuable advice, does it break Nigeria law? Was it a breach of the Nigeria law? For you as a sitting government.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Face. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Are you still alive?
Yes, I'm alive.
Okay. I just listening to me. I speak pidgin English.
Okay.
Make we compare former governors. Let me see Oshomole, for example. If you say Oshomole, if you say, what did Oshomole do? I go show you the road for my village. I go show you schools for my village.
Yes.
I go show you hospitals for my village. Even Oshomole won't put university for a own village.
Yes.
Where people go up to today. We go show you, say, this now what Oshomole do.
Okay.
Wait you do
nothing. He go keep money for Panama Bank, $500 million.
Even money where he keep for Panama Bank
for his children.
What it be Anambra State debt profile during when Obi was governor? Did Anambra owe debt or not? Make them answer this. They go to talk up and down.
The guy was a criminal. Was a smart criminal. Peter Obi. He steal money.
That guy na smart thief. Which Nigerian politician are good?
Okay.
It will be they are all the same.
He's saying get 2 pairs of shoe and you get $500 million for Panama Bank. What is the meaning of this?
Which Nigerian politician? Good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To invest in an offshore company.
In my particular case and that of my family, it was done on very valuable advice of our then bankers, Lloyd's TSB. This is what they did to all their international clients.
Are you hearing that? Obi is relying his defense on the advice he received from a company or from bankers that may not even be Nigerians. And he said, this is what they did to all their international clients. Who care? Who care what they do to international clients? Who care what they advise to other international clients? Who care how they handle the international client? Nobody care. The only thing we care is, what did you do with Anambra State money? That is all we care. Who care about, this is how they do it. International client are not Nigerians. Some of them are Nigerians, of course. Some of them that you don't want their name to be mentioned. So I want to inform Biafrans today that Obi's name and Obi have admitted to have committed the crime of Pandora. And he is justifying this crime as a result of advice he received. And this is a man who everybody is shouting for now. I don't need to go to Tinubu. You people know how he carry a bullion van. I do not need to go to Atiku. You also know what Atiku is. But this is Nigeria for you. And they call them the three best. Three best. Their hands are not clean. Three best. They use Nigeria money, invest it in abroad. Atiku own was about $40 million the last time. But that is not what I'm here. Now, I want to now tell you that Obi actually haven't gotten rich enough. That is why he decided to go into presidential campaign to possibly become the president, so he can now enrich himself to get $500 million. I want you to listen to this.
Who operated at the time I lived in the UK, they will help you to see that you formulate a trust company.
Are you hearing that? He said in the UK, let us go back again. The question now is that, how conversant is this company in the UK? How conversant are they with the Nigerian law?
All their international clients who operated at the time I lived in the UK, they will help you to see that you formulate a trust company.
Are you hearing that? Who, the time he lived in the UK, and he was the governor of Anambra State and owning company, offshore company, and investment against Nigeria law. Listen.
This company,
and that is what we did.
Was never used to launder money.
This company was never used to launder money. It is not whether you launder the money or you don't launder money. Did you open an account and did you have investment in offshore? Whether you launder money or you don't launder money is secondary, because that is, part of the crime. The main crime is that, did you invest, did you create any offshore company? Did you invest in a trust account? Did you make a Pandora? Do you have any asset in Pandora? That's all. Then we begin to talk about the money movement. The money movement is the secondary part of the crime.
Before, during, and after till date.
Hello?
Yes, listen.
Yes.
Listen, I'm just watching. I'm watching what is it? Simon in back copied something else. It wasn't related to that question. It was just giving the general.
You are not the spokesman for Obi. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My brother, Nigerians are very confused system. Did you hear? Hello?
I hear you. Hello.
Yes, say something.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm listening to the program, and actually I have listened to so many callers, and I've heard their position, and it's a very constructive argument thus far.
Yes.
But my whole point of view is this. You see, to the glory of God, you are in the Western world where
we are not talking about where you live, Oga. Please, if you want to go to my personal life, excuse me. Don't go about whether the place is good or it's not. That is not why we are here. Let me tell you why you are here. We are here today because three candidates. Listen, Oga. Listen, Don't use me to compare the election. I'm not contesting for president. So that is the reason why we are here. Is the three people that are contesting now for Kwankwaso, Atiku, and Peter Obi. They are contesting. We are just discussing. So let us behave like people who live in civilized worlds. when we are talking about animal farming, we'll not be talking about what do you call it? About you want to use catapult to keep birds. This is different. It's a different issue. By the grace of God, you live in America. America is no that we are not interested. We are not talking the topic we are talking about. Look at people that are contesting election. Who is going to win? Who is your candidate? This is what you have to say. Don't be saying I mean live in Germany. Germany have lights. Not that one.
What I'm trying to say is that
Yes.
this program is worldwide, right?
Yes.
Everybody is listening to you. People can be convinced and can take their position from this broad of discussion.
Okay, sir.
Some people might take from this discussion, and let me tell you what you don't understand you are doing. Maybe you might not know. This program you are doing now is worldwide. Everybody's watching you. They are listening to you. There are some people that have confidence in your program, and might end up saying, "Oh, this is the position of this man. This man we believe in him. So for that reason, let us tour the same line with him and all that."
Yes.
That was what I was talking. I started by saying you are in the Western world too. You know, when it comes to election like this, they look at integrity, credibility, and position of the candidates that are available.
Okay, sir.
By candidates that are available now, sir, with due respect, we've seen the likes. I'm not criticizing anyone either. We are trying to use according to the discussion, to use their antecedents to know any of them that we can vote for, or any of them that are qualified to take this country, the whole country, Nigeria, to the next level. Now, we have seen the likes of Tinubu, we know his antecedents thus far. We've seen the likes of
Kwankwaso.
Of Kwankwaso. We know
Showore.
his antecedents thus far. We have seen the life of
Showore.
His antecedents thus far. We see the life of Showore. We know his antecedents thus far.
16 of them. There are some of them you don't even know their names. 16. There are 16 people.
No, the 4 of them, these 5 of them are those that are actually, visible, that we are saying light, right? That is, the light is actually popping towards.
Okay.
And out of this one, we are looking at, if you want to go by the way the system has been run, we'll be looking at Atiku and Tinubu, that maybe at the end of the day, in one way or the other, because there are 2 big parties, they might do anything to overthrow the election and to their favor. But what I'm saying is this: if we want to go by the candidate, by my own opinion,
okay,
we're right, by my own opinion, the only people I'm saying that we can even consider and even think of, let us think that this country should consider, not because they are perfect, not because they are good, not because we think they are the one that might take us to the promised land, but because we saw that they have some, credibility, integrity that will help.
Okay, go. Just go and make it point fast.
Yeah,
let me hear points. Yes.
Yeah.
Who? Showore or who?
No, I'm looking at the only ones that are qualified are the likes of Showore, Kwankwaso, and Obi. Now, if we are discussing now, we are saying to vote for, who to vote for, who is qualified. We should be looking at from these 3 people who to pick.
Kwankwaso, this is what we are saying now. Kwankwaso already told Obi, say, come and be my vice. Obi said no, he don't want to be a vice. That's what we are saying now. Galadima came out today, say, Obi, if you want things to no, look, you go and be vice to Kwankwaso. Is it not a very good idea? Look at when he said go.
Sort themselves out there. Because not right, if we are criticizing the likes, because with all the speakers that have come so far, some are trying to defend Obi. Obi just look as a major topic of the issue.
If you look at people that are supporting Obi, see, my brother, sorry, sir. They are from the east. Everybody that are supporting Obi, they are from the east. Everybody who have called here to support Obi, they are from the east. That is what we are saying now, is that there is no Yoruba man calling to support Obi. There is no northern man. You see, in my program, people calling from the north, from northwest, all part of north, from Benue. People see, my program is being watched all over Nigeria. People calling, I don't know. In my program is the only program that is more transparent, that the northerners, the easterners, the west, all the old tribe can call. You see, people are calling now. Say by their fruits shall know them, but there's nobody calling it to take Obi from the north. I have never seen one person have called me that is supporting Obi from the whole north. People are calling me from north. In the West, nobody have ever called me Obi. The only big people are calling me, please come and use your platform to campaign for Obi. I told them, look, I'm entitled to my opinion. We have more than about 56 political parties. I have choose my own person I want to support. We are not fighting. Let us be discussing. We are debating. I'm saying this is the reason why I'm supporting my candidate. You say your own. But when you are not trying to say you will kill me, I say, don't do that. This is what we are saying as a politics of bitterness is not good. Extremism will not allow it. That is why I say, me, I have my reason of supporting Obi. I say Obi, Atiku Abubakar, because I know Atiku Abubakar will release Nnamdi Kanu. Not only releasing Nnamdi Kanu, he is going to set a reform committee to discuss. The Igbo people said they are marginalized. That is the reason why people like me came out today say, I don't want them to be marginalized. I want to fight for them. Go look at the killings every day. Anytime I am saying it, if Nnamdi Kanu come out today, he will be very proud of me. But not if men were gods. I'm doing the right thing for my Igbo brother. I am going to use this my platform to campaign for our Igbo people so that they will vote for Atiku, so that they will not complain their position. This next government, I want to see that out of 15 senators in the East, 12 senators, Igbo people, PDP will win the 12 senators. The first thing the Igbo people have to take, Senate presidents, very fast. Don't play with it. Since our brother Okawa is the vice president, the Igbo will just fast and collect that Senate president before we now be talking about secretary to the state governor. You know, let us take all those positions because the West now they are going opposition now. The way things are going now, you see, the whole West they are not going opposition party. This next coming governments, APC will be an opposition party, and they will be preparing now to take power from the PDP. That is what is going on now. So what people like you don't understand now is that this article you are seeing there now is going to change the issue of insecurity. Atiku is not happy. For you to know that Atiku is not happy, you see when that lady was killed in Sokoto, Atiku tweeted, condemned that killing. But because of his political ambition, people may likely use that one to not to vote for him. He quickly retrace that. That is that for you to really know that that man have the feelings of a human. It's a civilian. It's not a military man. Yes.
This is your opinion, right?
Yes.
That you are for Atiku, so you cannot they will not do the reason why.
This man say Atiku, is it Obi na Atiku? What do we name? We name that Andong Jang. They say Obi is a thief.
You are saying that your opinion is right. For me, Atiku has tried before. This person was in Obasanjo's government, he was the vice. And he was given the opportunity to be in charge of commerce, to be in charge of operating aid when Obasanjo was in the first term.
My brother, did any court of law see when you are calling somebody a thief, when you are calling somebody a thief, sir, you have to go and bring the court of law in here. If you call me a thief in Germany here, when you don't have any proof, my brother, you're going for it too. Don't try that one.
I don't use the word thief.
Okay, what happened to him? What happened to him, Obasanjo? Did he steal money or what?
He was in commerce. Listen to me very well.
Okay.
My audio is clear over there. You take your time and listen before you react. When you were speaking, I took my time and listened to you.
Yeah, go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I think your opinion is Atiku, right?
Yes.
But you have the right to your opinion, right?
God bless you, sir.
So I'm not telling you. I said for me, why are we not in my own way equally choose Atiku is just far? When in Obasanjo's government, he was in charge of commerce. He was in charge of operational head. All I said, I did not use the word team. Sorry.
Okay.
Please correct that. We are on air. Please correct that.
God bless you, sir.
What I mean is that Atiku had the opportunity to actually run the government on behalf of Obasanjo. He did all the privatization of our industry, like the likes of NNPC, our NEPA, virtually all the privatization during Obasanjo's time. It was done by Atiku. And today, Nigeria went into those crises, started from that era of Obasanjo, when we are supposed to be building, developing.
they are privatized, and they cause the problem of the citizen. So now, for me, I cannot, because I actually do watch your programs, not for this or whatever. I've watched your program for so long. I've been following your platform for so long. But listen, I believe your program to be a sincere program, right? I can't say because you are supporting Atiku now, your program is no longer a sincere program. But I will say this, that if I am asked to choose, which I will choose on my own, vote on my own, I will never vote the likes of Atiku, because we have no hope there. Neither Tinubu, I will never vote the likes of Tinubu, because we have no hope there. I'd rather vote the likes of this man that protested before. What is his name?
Kwankwaso.
The likes of Kwankwaso. If you look at his antecedent from the stage, you see that he has actually done well. I'm not interested about religion, whether it's from is a Muslim or is from the north. No, I'm not concerned. I'm concerned about those that actually take our. In fact, if anybody calls you from that country, Nigeria, both the rich and poor, they are complaining because of the pains of bad governance, because of the pains that the governance has inflicted on them. So I think anybody that has the mind of the people should be concerned about who will take us out of this mess. Even in the national world, we are no longer, we don't longer have the credibility, integrity. If you call yourself you're in Nigeria, they don't look at you.
So thank you very much, my brother. See, I don't want to go because I'm tired now. I spent more than about 4 hours here now. So we will continue from where we stopped today. For me, I'm supporting Atiku. I know Atiku is a detribalized Nigeria. That's one of the reasons I'm supporting him. It's a detribalized Nigeria, and he will bring changes. Thank you very much, sir. Good night, sir.
So it wasn't used anytime that was in office for anything.
It wasn't used anytime you are in the office for anything. So what is the essence of the company? It wasn't used anytime. What is the essence of the company?
Two, it was never used to buy property. Before I went into office, during the time I was in office, and after I was in office, it was strictly trust company, that savings and family planning that was strictly used to support our borrowings, which we even invested.
To support your borrowing. Are you people hearing this man? This man said the account was never used to purchase anything. It was never used to launder money. It was never used for anything. And then he went further to say it was used for family saving and to support borrowing. My people, are you hearing that? What this man is telling you now is that, let me tell you how this crime works. Some of them don't know. Let me tell you how the crime works. So what this man did now is that he told you that the money was never used for anything, okay? Or the account was never used for anything. He said it's for family savings and family planning. So, and the account were only used to support borrowing. Whatever the hell that one means, I don't know. But let me tell you, from an experienced person in this kind of crime, because I have been involved, in investigating crime like this. But let me tell you how this thing works. So if he come now to, he opened this account, he call it his trust account and all that, and to him is for family planning and for savings and all that. So the account has never purchased anything. The account has never laundered money, but the account was used to support borrowing, which means the borrowing is happening somewhere else. Okay? The money will be moved to this particular trust account, and then, he called it savings. So the money will be borrowed by a different company, and that money from that trust account will be moved to support that borrowing. Do you see the circumvention of the law? Do you see how the money is being laundered? So actually, the money that Obi is talking that he did not launder money through this account was a lie. He laundered money. And the way money was laundered was when he go using another company to borrow money and then use this particular trust account to support the borrowing. That is laundering. Do you understand me? Do you understand the money, the way the money was laundered? Because the money, I do not understand what he's trying to say. Anyway, you have a company. The company borrow money. And then you have account somewhere. The account now is what you use. So then basically, Obi is using the offshore account to service the borrowing from another company. And he said it is not money laundering. Do you understand? So Obi did, instead of Obi moving money directly to the account, to the company, you know, he will be busted. So what did he do? He used the company to borrow money. I used the trust account to pay the borrowing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you understanding me? I have to explain it better. So that he said it himself, I didn't say it. Okay? Because the point is that all these sneak and poop professors and all, they will never understand this thing, you know. So you need to be in an international level of how this thing is working for you to understand it. Ordinary person will never even the way he explained it now, he did not know that he have actually exposed himself.
Yes.
Okay? So what did he say? He said that that company was never used to purchase anything, right? And he's correct. It was never used to launder money, but that is a lie. Because he actually admitted that the account was used to launder money. How did this happen? He borrowed money from another account using a different company. Instead of, you know, sending the money he's sending as a family planning or family saving, using it to fund the company, he didn't do that. So what he did is to borrow money using a company name. So when he borrowed that money, he uses this offshore company or account to service the borrowing. I want you to listen to it again.
Office for anything. This company was never used to launder money.
That is a lie.
Before,
that is a lie.
During and after till date.
Okay.
So it wasn't used anytime there was an office for anything.
Now listen.
2, it was never used to buy property.
Okay.
Before I went into office.
Okay.
During the time I was in office and after the time I was in office.
All right. Now listen.
Trust company, that savings and family planning that was strictly used to support our borrowings, which we even invested in this country.
Are you hearing that? That account was used to support borrowing, which he further said was used or have been invested in Nigeria. It does not matter where you invested it. You know, when you when you say you invested in Nigeria, everybody will say, "Oh, leave him, leave him." Yes, after all, he invested it in Nigeria. He didn't invest it in Nigeria. It's a lie. It's a lie. He didn't invest it in Nigeria. He has committed crime. The crime he committed is the crime of money laundering. He laundered the money. He will put the money in the saving of that account instead of because he know if he send the money directly to the company or to use it, he will be busted. So what did he do? He first of all he put the money in an offshore as family saving and he used it to service debt. So let us say that he will borrow £1 million. You know, he was boasting about borrowing, having overdraft of £1 million and all that. So he will now use the company to borrow, let's say, £1 million. And then he will use the offshore company to service the £1 million. Is that not money laundering? If that not what money laundering is, what else is money laundering? The money laundering is that you acquire wealth, you somehow you have money that is not genuine because the offshore company is definitely not a clean and not not a public saving. So it is also a secret saving. And that secret saving is called the offshore. Now, for the fact that you open an offshore company against the Nigeria financial law, or whatever they call it, you have committed a crime, because the money there is not accounted for in Nigeria. And he went in his defense. He said he has paid over $20 million or so, or 20 billion or whatever in tax. Nobody cares about how much you pay in tax. What has happened here is that you have laundered money. Money laundering, complete. That is the definition of money laundering. Is this? This is the definition of money laundering. The definition of money laundering is that Obi have a company, and Obi have an offshore account, which he called a trust account, and Obi is using a company to borrow money, and Obi move Anambra money to the offshore account, and they call it family savings for family planning, and Obi move Anambra state money to that account, and Obi use that account to fund the borrowing and the debt that the company have collected. That is money laundering. If you have any other explanation to explain why this is not money laundering, tell me. But do you know why this case is dying off? Because he is not the only one involved in it. So let us listen and hear as he kill and nail himself.
So it wasn't used anytime there was enough for anything. Two, it was never used to buy property before I went into office, during the time I was in office, and after the time I was in office. It was strictly trust company, that savings and family planning that was strictly used to support our borrowings, which we even invested in this country. And
I want you to underline that particular word, that this offshore company or offshore account or trust account was not used for anything other than to support their borrowing, which was invested in Nigeria. Do you understand? That is money laundering, my people.
they're facts, they're not things that you can.
You see, that was how Obi shaded away the Pandora document. This is crime. And he is going to do it again, again, and again. And if he becomes a president, he will never care for Ndigbo. This is a man that you are asking me to keep quiet and entrust my freedom and the freedom of my people for the next 8 years. Never. It's not like we just have to expose him. So you want me to ask this man to go just to Aso Rock and forget Biafra struggle, forget Biafra freedom? Are you stupid?
According to confidential information, you have about $500 million squirreled away in the British Virgin Islands and in Switzerland. Can this amount be described as legitimate earning?
Well, listen to that question. And this amount is legitimate earning. He says it's for family planning. Now listen.
I don't think I would even be here if I had that type of money.
Did you hear that? Obi say he will not be here if he had that kind of money. So if Obi have like $500 million, Obi say he will not be here campaigning to become the president of Nigeria. So he is looking to make more. It is all about money. You hear him, he said, if I have such money, I will not be here. So tell me, he is not actually here to come and salvage Nigeria. He is not here to actually come to save Nigeria, because Nigeria cannot be saved. Nobody can. Even Okonjo Iweala's son have said it. If my own doesn't make sense to you, that his own and other erudite people will make sense. He said, if he has such money, he will not be here. Listen to it again. I didn't say it.
Well, according to confidential information, you have about $500 million squirreled away in the British Virgin Islands and in Switzerland. Can this amount be described as legitimate earnings?
You hear that? According to a report, you have about $500 million in British Virgin Island and whatever, And then the question was, could you say that this is a legitimate money? Listen to what Obi have to say.
Well, I wish, I don't think I would even be here if I had that type of money.
You say, I wish I wouldn't even be here if I had that kind of money. So it's become an aspiration to become the Nigeria president. It's not because Nigeria is going to work. No. And if he had money like Trump, for example, he will not be here looking for Nigeria president. But Trump of America, with all his money, he wanted to become a president, to do something. So if Peter Obi is rich like Trump, he would not be wasting his time. That is what he's telling you. He said, if I have such money, I will not be here. And I agree with him. Because nobody can actually, salvage Nigeria. Nobody. So we are going to listen to it again.
Information. You have about $500 million squirreled away in the British Virgin Islands and in Switzerland. Can this amount be described as legitimate earnings?
Well, I wish, I don't think I would even be here if I had that type of money.
Okay.
But let me tell you, when people banding money, we talk about money and size of money here.
Okay.
It's because we're not a productive country. People don't work for their money. So we find it difficult to understand value of money. And I'll take time to explain.
I don't understand. What has this particular question has to do with being a productive country? That is, Obi knows nothing about Nigeria. Everything you ask him, even when you think this man is sensible, he will make the biggest blunder. Or a simple question: is this money a legitimate money? No, I don't have that kind of money. If I have it, I will not be here. And then he turn around and begin to talk about Nigeria being a productive country and not being a productive country. Right, Chineke God. Now let us listen to him. I want to repeat and repeat and repeat so that it will sink into the head of many of you.
To support our borrowings, which we even invested in this country. And they are facts. They're not in the can. That's it.
Right.
So,
well, according to confidential information, you have about $500 million squirreled away in the British Virgin Islands and in Switzerland. Can this amount be described as legitimate earnings?
Well, I wish, I don't think I would even be here if I had that type of money.
Okay.
But let me tell you, when people banding money, we talk about money and size of money here, it's because we're not a productive country.
All right. Now tell me, what is this thing has to do with the question?
To understand value of money. And I'll take time to explain this to you. Globally today, the world population is 7,750 million.
Jesus Christ.
Out of which,
you want to confuse them?
Only 37.5 million is worth $1 million. That is 0.05%. Only 3 million, which is 0.04%, is worth 10 million. Only 300,000 is worth $25 million, which is 0.004%. So when people call these figures, it's alarming.
Okay.
Because of the fact that we live in a country where people make money they don't need and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you go anywhere near this company being mentioned, is accounts, everything globally, and find more than about 3%, 3% of the value you mentioned now.
He said that 3%. He said if you found more than 3% or $500 million, $500 million,